that help? Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. Winter Royale champion. Someone will be holding that up in just a little bit. Waiting on Raydish and Luna to get ready, get locked in, and going. You can see, again, kind of the head-to-head. You said it earlier, but now you get to see it with your eyeballs. It's a 5-1 in favor of Luna in terms of official tournaments.
So the interesting thing I want to point out here is only one player that's here has ever held up a trophy in this building.
True.
And it's Luna.
Yes.
The last time these players, these players were in this building,
yes,
it was Luna hoisting the trophy up in the air for total victory. And maybe this is one of those things like when you take a test in college, you want to sit in the same seat because that actually like chemically helps your memory.
Oh.
Learn that in psychology
That's
class.
why I failed all my tests.
So yeah, when you come up test day and you see someone's in your spot, like that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
They're genuinely hurting your grade.
They're hurting
so we'll see
both themselves and me.
if Luna has this here, if he has that familiarity in this building. He's essentially like the home team champion defending the belt at his quote-unquote home, which is here at the Skillshot Studio for the Winter Royale. We're 20 seconds into this game.
Grand Finals game number 1. Starting it off on Apocalypse. No surprises on the characters. Luna's been playing that Lucian. Raydish, of course. He's that Petra guy.
There's the side light into the neutral light. What a punish there from Raydish, of course.
Like he was watching.
Punishing the recovery with that neutral signature, it seems like that move is the perfect move with the range, the angle that it hits at with the 45-degree angle, the punish on that perfect recovery that came out from Luna, but he didn't have the timing on it. Out came the dodge and the punish from Raydish. Not even going to be close. He was too far away. He gave too much respect to that D-Sig, and that gave Raydish plenty of time to then push down.
Dude, Raydish has been learning. He watched that set earlier with Luna versus Kyna and saw Luna likes to do that chase, dodge, turnaround, recovery. And Raydish is like, I have the perfect answer. Spot dodge through it, throw out the end sig. And then when it comes to that edge guard, he's like, so many people go low against this down sig. I'll just follow up with a fast fall down air. And now Raydish looking good here in game number 1.
There's the two-piece. Almost gets the two-piece yet again. That neutral air into the recovery. The follow-up. Luna neutral sigs the wrong way and ends up getting punished for it. Still hoping to take away this first stock from Raydish.
Nice dare, and that will be the KO. Still decent damage put out onto Luna.
The gauntlets in hand. Seeing what Raydish is going to do here. Okay. The D-Light into the down air. Classic option when your opponent is in white health.
And good recognition from Luna to know that it wasn't going to go over that corner, instead bounce up. So he ended up getting that nair, just like an extra tap on it. But the N6 from Raydish.
Now he has the orb in hand. Simple side air.
Oh!
Oh, he gets hit by it. Oh, Luna. Seems like he's starting to fall apart a little bit.
I mean, Raydish, he's doing such a good job with it. Luna tried to make a change-up, right? Last time he went too low, you called it out. He went too low to avoid that down sig. That time went a little too high.
Has to be careful of the overcorrection. Raydish playing a little bit defensively. You're seeing him like move away a lot from Luna. Of course, he has the orb in hand, so he has the range. That's why he's zoning with those down airs.
Down air, but Luna not able to get the read onto Raydish. Raydish dodged down and avoided that end sig.
There's going to be the D-Light recovery for the KO off the top. You saw how careful that Raydish was playing because he knew he was super damaged. All it took was going to be a D-Light into the recovery. Even a D-Light side air could set up for the possible edge guard where Luna follows up with yet another side air to clinch that one, maybe even a down air for the spike. So there were a lot of options that Luna could go for to finish that stock off. That's why Raydish was playing so cautiously.
Ooh, has line of sight for that end sig. Raydish maintaining this slight lead that he has over Luna. Two nairs.
Did Taza put his predictions like out
No.
in any official capacity? Okay, then it doesn't count.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him the rest of this weekend though. I can't look him in the eyes.
Recovery. Luna not able to hit. Sidelight side air. Sidelight from Luna.
Ooh.
Keeping the pressure.
Ooh. I'm loving the movement from Luna here. Gets away from it. Third time's the charm for Luna.
And he finds the punish, finds the down sig.
Ooh.
Can Luna take game number 1?
That's the tough thing about that Sig is a lot of times it's going to bounce off the main platform. Thought that might KO, but that Lucian defense is holding on.
Just enough defense to avoid the KO. Falling Sair misses, but he gets caught that time, and Raydish going to take game number 1.
622 damage, though. That's a lot. That is 207 and 0.3 repeating, of course, to get the victory there per stock. That is a lot of damage. Luna also had to put out 578 himself, but he's playing on Lucian. We've come to expect that a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, given the fact that Petra has quite a bit of strength.
Yeah, you can see the difference in the bars there. That is a very big difference. We're going to be coming in onto Apocalypse. First weapon goes the way of Raydish. It's going to be the gauntlets. Either first weapon seems like it feels pretty good for Luna at this point. I don't know if he's worried one way or the other on what he ends up picking up first.
I feel like it's a little bit of like a mood thing. Like sometimes he's really into his guitars, sometimes he's really into his blasters play. Right now he's got the blasters in hand. Raydish, not overly concerned with swapping weapons. You're not seeing him throw away the gauntlets and then try to wait for the weapon spawn. Instead, he's playing it out, trying to get the hits that he can.
There's the side air. Raydish getting deeper into the orange. Luna still in the yellow. Nice neutral air. Classic blasters option. Followed by another classic blasters option.
Falling Sair from Luna.
One more.
Ooh, goes for the recovery. Didn't go for the dare.
Interesting choice there. At least when he does that, he uses the recovery and actually touches the wall himself, so it's going to reset his jumps in the process.
In a lot of ways, it's like the save option, but really it was like the mix-up, right? He keeps going for that jump dare on the edge, but right now it's Raydish with the orb. Sidelight side airs, needs more to KO. That'll do it.
Choice of the weapons, you see the juggling coming out, landing on the orb as Luna makes contact with the ground after spawning back in. There is a weapon spawn here. Luna's able to hop, jump around over to it. Side air is going to even that one up. We're about a minute and a half into this game, and we are very even between these two players. Luna going to choose to move on to the guitars. Weapon spawn goes right to Raydish, and of course it's that orb.
That's twice where Luna tries to do a, I think it's a ledge cancel dash on that soft platform, and Raydish just uppercuts him from below, catches him with those unarmed recoveries. Might be a little bit of the obvious movement coming out from Luna, but right now Raydish again with the edge guard.
Ooh, nice dare, bouncing that one off the wall. Ground pound, no, he's just gonna bounce it off the wall again. That gives him like a nice range in terms of like length, but also like you have a lot of different areas where your opponent can be to still get hit by that orb down air when you bounce it off the wall compared to if he just went for like a ground pound finish.
Raydish, full stock advantage over Luna right now. Throws away the blasters, wants the guitars for the damage. Soft platform gets in the way a little bit there.
Okay, he's finding some serious momentum here. Definitely bringing himself back into this one. He's hunting for that second stock. You see the side air. Okay. Doesn't get hit by that, but again, when you're that far away from it, you're not going to be able to punish in time with the down signature unless like Raydish makes a massive mistake and moves into it, which would be a wild thing for Raydish to do.
Yo, but that was a nice turnaround at the top of the map from Luna, getting that Sair from behind Raydish. But he's still behind. He needs to get this one. Otherwise, Raydish is up 2-0 with that winner's advantage. So this could be a Raydish Royale.
I think Raydish coming out on top here could be a massive mental blow to Luna, given the fact that he's down 0-2 with the elimination disadvantage, where he would have to win 3 in a row and then 3 more games if he wants to come out on top. But he's doing it here towards the end. He's fighting his way back into it.
He's got to be careful, though. Sidelight side air, maybe twice with KO. There's the Sair, doesn't put him off screen, but he's got to avoid the edge guard, the dares.
Oh, Raydish is backing up. Yes, he was looking for that right there. And he takes it. Raydish now up 2-0. Luna staring down the barrel of getting 3-0'd by Raydish, a player that just earlier today, he himself 3-0'd. That has got to be brutal. That has got to be weighing on his mind.
Luna has to win 3 in a row now. to get the reset for another best of 5. Whatever decision he makes here, he has to stick with. Is it going to be the Lucian, or is he digging deep? No, it's the Lucian for game number 3 of the Grand Finals Winter Royale. Will Raydish be crowned the champion?
3, 2,
He saw how
1,
close that
brawl.
last game was. If he picked another legend, he wouldn't be starting from scratch. There's a foundation built, but he's not ready to live in that house yet. He's got to put up walls, he's got to paint them, he's got to put in carpeting and furniture, but here, he has the house built with the Lucian. He's made it this far with the Lucian. He almost took the victory last game to tie up the set.
He's made the house, he's made the bed, and now he has to sleep in it. But Raydish is taking the brunt of the damage. Luna still manages to follow up, despite the fact that that weapon toss ended up interrupting.
Like, there's no way that he probably didn't know he was going to get hit by that weapon toss. So I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt, the fact that he's Grand Finals and the fact that I was one of those haters that he talked about for a long time. I'll say that there was a plan there. And it was to eventually get the first stock here. 50 seconds into the game. He didn't throw out the taunt that we saw previously. He didn't throw out a signature. He just stood there.
I mean, that's been his way of getting those weapon juggles. He waits for the right opportunity for the weapon, for the opponent to come back. You see the fake out there. Chase dodge forward. Last time, Raydish spot dodged into the end sig, but Luna just baited the spot dodge, didn't get more off of it.
Still chasing after Raydish again.
Good work.
Raydish has got to expect that coming out from Luna after that neutral signature if it doesn't make contact. I'm surprised he went for it again, but again, I was one of those haters. I'll give him this one. There was a plan.
There's always a plan for someone somewhere, but right now Raydish is planning on where he's going to put that crown. He's got 2 stocks left before he is the Winter Royale champion.
Got the bottom side of that D-Light. Okay, Luna's adding up some really good
Dodge.
damage. Nice.
Falling there. Raydish does have the movement. He'll get to the outside.
Luna also has the movement. He's playing Lucian, baby.
Disarmed. Side sig with a weapon toss!
That's brutal. He still has a massive lead, but you know he wanted to get that stock there. That hurts.
He was so close to putting it into a stock lead. Falling Sair gives him the lead. Potential here for Luna to get on the board in the grand final.
Raydish without a weapon. He's going to be looking for the spawn. It's on the soft platform. He's able to grab it. Going to be the gauntlets. His quote-unquote off weapon.
Double down light, getting more. Doesn't catch the dodge.
Almost got that neutral air. Not extending too far off stage. Doesn't have the orb neutral sig here as the option for Raydish on the edge. Okay, Luna's adding up so much damage. He's got Raydish in the orange.
Weapon toss. Raydish. Nice backdash into the neutral light. Down sig. Gonna get punished by the ground pound from Raydish.
That down sig worries me, Duke. I'm afraid we're going to see shades of Winter Championship.
We've seen him throw games off
There
the
we
back
go.
of 6, but it's a recovery to give Luna 1 of 3. He needs 2 more to get the reset.
And you saw the taunt at the end of the game. He's feeling himself a little bit more now. He's getting the momentum in his favor. That game was a huge one.
He needed that.
Oh, show us the graph. Can we get a look at the graph?
Look at the graph.
Zoom in on that graph.
Look
at
at
that
that line.
long line. That's a long line for Luna there, where he took. I'm just squinting my eyes. I can just look on my computer. Why am I being a silly Billy?
I mean, that's like a third of the game where Luna's not taking
straight up did
damage.
not take any damage. And only a small portion of that was Raydish respawning. He was able to get that second stock and then start off like a third of the damage on the third stock. Huge comeback from Luna, showing the mental is absolutely intact and fortified.
Here we are, game number 4. We've seen Raydish have impeccable mental as well. Earlier today, he had a rough game 1, but ultimately won 3-1. Now, he's 3 stocks away from being the champion.
Raydish, he's just going to sit right in the middle of the stage, wait for Luna to move towards him. What a punish there. Didn't even dash jump that one. He just dashed in time and used the range of sidelight. We were looking at Kyna before. He was more of the one to dash jump in.
Ooh, Luna catches the timing there on Raydish as Raydish was juggling for a minute there, ends up leaving himself disarmed. Luna catches him again. The dash forward turnaround, neutral sig, side sig, no weapon to stop that one.
Solid lead for Luna. We'll see him when he gets hit next, whether or not he's actually in the red yet. I don't think he is. Now he is.
Jumping Nair. Doesn't catch with the down air. Nice from Raydish. Ends up getting that Nair recovery, keeping this one even.
Now, one thing that we haven't seen from Raydish against Luna that we saw against so many other players that Raydish went up against today was those stray side airs. Not even the sidelight side air, but just the stray side airs on the orb that he was taking out stocks with. He's not finding those as often with Luna. Something about Luna's movement, maybe he's playing more vertically straight up and down, maybe he's focusing more on those 45-degree angles, that he's not getting caught by those like Kyna was against Raydish earlier.
Yeah, I think it really is about the positioning, right? Like, Luna's playing pretty vertical. You're seeing a lot of Qatar Nairs come out as he gets the recovery. On the other side, like, Kyna definitely played a grounded game. The way you get a bunch of dashes is by being on the ground. He's playing that grounded horizontal game against Raydish.
Man, Luna's really adding insult to injury here on this final stock of Raydish. There's the weapon toss there. The dodge was burned.
Down sig, Raydish with a turnaround. Gets it down air.
Oh,
Sig thrown out, but it doesn't go down.
I was worried that Luna was going to give it way too much respect, that he was just going to kind of hover there way below and end up not having enough to get over to the wall. But no, he's locked in. He has a full stock lead here against Raydish. The reverse 3 for Luna is very real.
Yeah, he is just picking apart Raydish right now here in game number 4. Waits it out again.
Come on.
Not going to hit.
It's not going to happen, dude. Except now that I say that, like, watch it happen to win the entire tournament.
Win the tournament.
Stock red. Like, if it does, like, okay, you prove me wrong. Like, you win that one. All right, I'll give that to you.
Down line into the recovery, and Luna takes this one to game number 5. He's getting fired up.
Keep in mind, a victory in this next game for Luna only means a bracket reset where Luna would have to fight again. And I just can never forget the history that happens once the player like comes back, gets the reverse 3, everything's in his favor, and then all of a sudden the player from the winner's side of the bracket switch flipped. It's John Wick time. Nobody is standing in my way with what I want.
We'll see if that happens here, or even if it has to happen as we're here in game number 5. The story still stands. Raydish is 3 stocks away from being crowned the champion of the Winter Royale.
Luna controlling the main stage. Raydish kind of stuck in the air on the right side, and then he moves over onto the soft platform. Still, Luna in complete control of the main stage. Ooh, opening this one up huge. D-Light ground pound goes for the big ground pound to finish that one up. Didn't quite get it. The damage coming out from Raydish.
Luna manages to touch the stage, avoids the down air from Raydish, but now we're starting to see those falling side airs.
We're seeing the damage come back for Raydish. Now has Luna in the orange after hitting that recovery, so they're essentially even until Luna starts hitting that string, ends it with a neutral signature, and gains the stock.
That is the first time any of the Lucians today have hit that. The sidelight Ensig has been attempted so many times, but finally it works, and Luna gets the stock advantage off of it.
And it's a big advantage he has under his belt. He's still in the orange. Raydish,
come on.
That could spell curtains. He was
touched.
sweating after he got hit by that. Oh, Raydish! Okay, I was really worried that he was going to drop it, but I think Raydish was paying much closer attention to Luna's in-air movement economy than I was. Luna was so close to touching the wall with that neutral signature.
Just didn't quite get it, but it does even up the stock count. Raydish with those edge guards. Avoids the dare. He's back on stage.
Luna's a little bit behind, but not too far. He keeps his string going. He's going to be adding that up, getting it exactly even between these two players in Game 5 of the Grand Finals. Ooh, Raydish kind of playing defensive here, and I'm not talking about the community manager, Brent.
Yo, he's nervous, man. He knows the stress is here. He's getting taken out by the recovery. Luna, 1 stock away from getting the reset and wiping the board clean. Those 2 wins Raydish got at the start of the set will not matter if Luna gets this next stock.
Raydish now on the gauntlets. Okay, the dodge is gone, but he gets away. The side air setting up with the edge guard. The dodge is gone. Oh, the final frames of that recovery making contact. Luna threw out that recovery very quickly, expecting pressure from Raydish. That recovery, not quite. That sent him so high. Still going to be able to get back over to the wall, reset his jumps. 1 exclamation point coming out, 2 exclamation points coming out, and the third is not an exclamation point, but a side air from Raydish. But it acts as an exclamation point on that second stock of Luna.
1 stock left each. This determines who will win, or will we get a reset? Luna, recovery. Wants more damage, but Raydish is finding damage back.
Not only does Raydish have the weapon advantage, but the second weapon he picked up, I can't believe that didn't make contact, is the orb. Luna has the lead. Seeing those big slaps coming, forcing Raydish over onto the edge. You're seeing the neutral airs coming out. Very safe move to throw out.
Side
just
sig!
a little bit of damage, ending it up with the side sig, getting the victory in Game 5 and resetting the bracket.
We got a reset. 1 more best of 5. Luna versus Raydish. No more games after this. The winner will be crowned the Winter Royale champion, and Luna just reverse 3.
Massive, absolutely massive. After the first 2 games from Raydish, we saw Luna pick up Game 3, and I was like, okay, that's probably going to be curtains. We've seen so many 3-1s happen that exact way in the grand finals. We build ourselves up for, oh, this is the comeback here. The reverse 3 starts now. And then it ends abruptly and curtains for the tournament. But no, Luna, he will not stop. He is persevering past everything.
And he's wiping away any dirt and grime on his hands. He is locked in and ready to go. We've got a new best of 5 between the 2 of them. And this is really, it's anyone's set. This is anyone's tournament. Raydish, again, he won the Winter Royale. He has every right to claim the crown, but at the other side is Luna, hot on the heels, just fresh off the reset.
Oh, you see that side-light side air playing on the replay in the background. It's a little bit rude showing Luna one of his L's.
Yeah,
right behind him as he just got the victory. That's messed up. Dude, production is brutal. You don't even want to know what they said to me before we started this block.
Yeah, I'm surprised he was so comfortable saying that in your ears.
There you see it on the screen. Grand final reset. This is incredible. Luna persevering, not worrying about the mental. His mental is strong. We'll see if Raydish is stronger as we get into Game 1 of the Grand Finals reset.
We know Raydish can do it. The set count has at least 1 in favor of Raydish. Even earlier, had 2 wins in favor of Raydish, but it was Luna who ultimately won the set to get the reset, and now we're here, the final set, and Luna's not going to touch the wall!
Oh man, that is brutal. That is such an early stock loss and a very rough way to start this one, but Luna spawns back in, blasters coming out, the D-light into the pivot neutral air.
Gonna have to shake that one off. Falling Sair getting damage put out, but Raydish is still adding up damage. Downlight recovery, not gonna quite do it. Still wants blasters.
Not sure if he D-lighted the wrong way. Maybe that was a misinput, or maybe he might have expected Raydish to be over there. It was certainly possible, but we're still... Oh, that's
still got
rough.
Movement.
Still got hit by it, but it wasn't enough to take him out. Finds the side air to get the stock. Hopefully we see that trending downward graph again, where it takes a lot of damage for the first stock and then not so much for the rest.
Luna trying to bring this one back. He gave away an early lead to Raydish, but with the weapon denial, he's been able to get this one closer. Raydish immediately throws away the gauntlets. He wants the orb, and Luna knows it, so he's going to deny the weapon pickup.
Neutral air juggles, even the GC sidelight. We are seeing some swagger coming out from Luna. I think he is feeling confident, even after that first stock loss, but he's got to be careful. Gets caught by a recovery too high in the air, and that's going to be the end of this stock. Ooh, he tried to dash jump down air. Just don't punish it. Like, you just don't have to. Like, you don't have to do that. You can just let it happen.
Just watch it. Just watch it. Yeah. Appreciate the value, and then move on.
Watch the fireworks in front of you and go, ooh, wow, pretty, man, and then reset.
Interesting option there from Luna. Went for the downlight sider, kind of the safer input option. He knew the damage was done. Generally, you see Blasters players, they're like, oh, I want to KO my opponent, downlight recovery. But Luna was like, all right, I know he's got enough damage on him, and now he's got the lead.
And he is extending it further. Oh my gosh, even with that one, but no. The instant wake-up ground pound from Raydish. Maybe Raydish was waiting. He was saying, yeah, hit me, I want you to hit me. And then all of a sudden the ground pound comes out, gets that stock. We are much more even in this game, but Luna is still not letting that lead go. That neutral light, sending Raydish further into the orange, that side air, sending Raydish into the red. He's not too damaged, so getting hit in the air. Whoa. Not a big thing, the neutral sig, not enough.
Still wants the blaster, still wants the end sig. Luna puts another one under his belt, another feather in the cap. He's won 4 games in a row over Raydish.
634 damage. That is 200 and 11 and a third per stock. I'm doing all mental math today.
Yeah.
I want everybody at home to know
really
that.
on point.
It is exclusively mental math. I got a laptop in front of me. I got a phone in my lap. But no, it's all mental math. And there is the graph. Look at that middle stock from Luna. Dude, that's insane. That's like 70% of the game.
I mean, he threw that first stock so early, it didn't even get very far. Like, you can see how short that first stock is. But he more than made up for it with that second stock. 415 damage put out on his blasters alone as well.
Yeah, that's huge. You compare that to the gauntlets that Raydish had in his hands, and they were not doing very much damage. It was 48. He did more unarmed damage than he did on the gauntlets. Meanwhile, he put out 247 on the orb, but that wasn't enough to keep up with the damage output from Luna, who is now up 1 game. Dude, if Luna gets the reset and gets the victory, that's incredible.
I mean, that's one way to solidify your spot as the best in the game right now. We'll see if he can do it. This is Miami Dome. I think this is the first time we've seen Miami Dome today.
You might not be wrong. I don't know. Of course, we don't really know every stage that was played off stream in the command center.
Whoa.
Pulled out of that one early, but still kept falling after it. Neutral light coming out from Raydish, swapping over to the orb. See the chase dodge coming out, turnaround side air from Luna. Doesn't make contact, just going to be that side air from Raydish. Okay. Doesn't actually throw out a move that time. He makes the move, but doesn't throw out the move.
Yeah, didn't commit to anything beyond just trying to get in position, see if he can catch Raydish, going for an option off of that whiff. But downlight recovery, Luna gets another stock.
Luna showing some of that swagger, the exaggerated swagger of a Lucian team coming out here as he down airs through that dodge of Raydish. Goes back to the main platform, picks up the gauntlets. Now Luna is the player disarmed. Oh! Drops the D-Light ground pound, but still able to get over the weapon spawn. Tries to poke with those double side lights.
Trying to get any damage that he can. Unfortunate whiff on that downlight ground pound, but he's still got blasters. Playing that range game, utilizing those side lights, the longest range attack blasters got.
Still trying to poke with that side light anywhere he can. Gets caught with the recovery off of the side light. Now, we haven't seen Raydish really going back to like the basic gauntlet, like side light and then the same side light GC, or side light the other direction GC side light. It's really only been the side light into the delay recovery.
Yeah, that's kind of been his main tool, and it's partly because it's just like he gets all this damage with the orb and then he just needs to KO. So he's just looking for the opportunity to get that hit, get that KO. Down sig thrown out. That's a burn dodge, but gets away from it.
Luna just kind of chasing after Raydish here. Has the blasters in hand. Beautiful down air and the D-Light ground pound. Luna, what a lead for him here in game 2 of the reset.
Might have missed the downlight ground pound at the start of the second stock, but hits it to finish off the second stock. Final stock here for Raydish in game number 2. So much momentum on the side of Luna.
And let's be real, if you're going to miss one D-Light ground pound, it's the one when your opponent is in yellow. It should not be the one when your opponent is in the red or the late stages of orange.
Falling Sair, Raydish waits but doesn't hit the recovery, doesn't hit the side light. And Sig thrown out, Luna from below. Still finding hits onto Raydish's stock. Still adding up the damage.
Oh! Look how deep he is in the push-off column to get that. I don't even think that's the push-off column anymore. You're in a new zip code all the way out there.
There is so many columns between where he was and the push-off column, but he is now up big 2-0 in the final set to determine who will be the Winter Royale champion. Now it's on Raydish to hit that reverse 3.
And here is where experience is really going to favor Luna, because he has been in these grand final situations in an in-person event more than Raydish has. He's also done it online as well, more than Raydish has. So as the pressure mounts, it's going to favor Luna more, especially when Raydish is looking at a node 2. Now Raydish has to be the one to hit the reverse 3.
He's got to do it. We'll see if he can. He's got the orb in hand. No down sig this time. Not going to the classics from Raydish. Instead, he's trying to stick to the safe and simple. Trying to get away from Luna.
Oh, the D-Sig right over the edge. Doesn't get the D-Light the other way.
Down Sig! And Raydish is down to his second stock. Luna's very healthy right now.
Still in the orange. Both of those weapons were in the area. Had his pick. Went over to the blasters. Nice neutral light into the double neutral air. Into the dash. Throwing out moves too fast. I can't even say them all. Slow down!
You're going too fast. The speed limit is much lower. And Raydish is just trying to find some safety as Luna is running wild. Doesn't hit the side light. The neutral light's not even going to put him off screen.
Of course he's going to fall there. That's going to be the first stock. He had so much damage added up there. Raydish ended up catching that side air all the way close to that blast zone. Got the stock, but so much damage has been done on the second stock. Here comes the Katars for Luna. Is it going to be a side sig classic?
Falling there. Luna throws away the Katars, wants the blasters. Is it going to be the end sig? Is it going to be the recovery?
That was just a punish while Luna was in the white, so that wasn't going to be a huge swing one way or the other. Wasn't really going to put him in any major knockout potential, but the damage continuing to add up. Luna now in the orange. The D-Light side air picked that one up very on the edge. Luna probably didn't want to risk going for that recovery and missing it where he could secure the stock with a side air.
One stock left. Luna has won the last 5 games in a row over Raydish, but
bold play.
Sig. He knows he can get this stock if he gets the big hit, but Luna with the edge guard.
Luna sticking on the wall, Raydish backing up, wants to swap back over to the orb. Thinks that is more valuable in his hands than attempting the edge guard against Luna.
Doesn't get the punish, but he's in position.
He's just straight up not trying to punish it anymore. Thank you, Luna. I'm very glad. He'll just make the move over to see if there's an opportunity here for the very much delayed punish rather than the instant once the dodge has been burned and the move finishes.
Luna managed to get high enough to avoid the dare. Double recovery. Raydish has taken damage. The Sair will finally do it. Final stock here for Raydish. Can he take this to game 4?
That weapon spawn did come in pretty quickly. Oh, that one's going to come in quicker than I expected. And it's right to Luna, who now has Raydish in the red.
That was a burn dodge, though. Doesn't get the dare.
Tried to go for the side air. Raydish might have been expecting the D-Sig, but no, Luna didn't go for that. He did the recovery in the same direction of his attack. See if he switches it up.
Oh!
Next time, D-Light side air, and Luna is your Winter Royale champion.
The last time he was here, he got to hoist the trophy. Once again, he gets to hoist the trophy. Luna is currently the best player in the world.
Do we get to say that?
Yes, that's what they all said. Literally, whoever wins the Winter Royale, they're the ones who won in their regions. Now he's the one here, the best of the best, MIB, but Luna ends up being the victor.
Works instead of switching off of the loss, we're going to have to find out, because News is on the verge of not winning 1, but 2, but 3 sets over Godly, right? To have that, to be Godly and to be eliminated technically that many times by one player has got to be really rough, and that could be what happens here, depending on the outcome of this game 5.
Could go 4 sets. They could have 4 sets by the end of this weekend if he's able to get the win on the winner's side, and that's wild to think about. That there's the possibility that across 4 different sets they can play, like, in theory 20 games, but clearly that didn't happen. But that's insanity.
It's the beautiful the round robin format. And we're on Apocalypse here, and he is opening up with the Caspian to go up against Use on the Vector.
Yep, this was the question, and of course that is the answer. He's sticking with the Caspian that he warmed up against Knees in the Elimination Finals, now in the Grand Finals, and Use sticking with the bow a little bit here. He's been swapping to the lance a lot in his matchups, but it looks like he wants the bow for a little while.
Yeah, and that's reasonably surprising because we've seen stats like the 610 lance damage to the 0 on the bow, right? Like sometimes he just doesn't pick it up in a matchup. Godly doing well with that sider there, punishing that side signature, and reversal opportunity. Use doesn't get it. This time he could. Weapon throw goes right over Godly's head, and Godly goes for a side stick in the landing, and Use doesn't give it to him. Both players looking for that reversal on the side of the stage.
Okay, what's the final hit going to be? Tries to go for a reverse recovery. Godly does not fall for it and manages to get the weapon throw. Tries to use the gravity cancel at Ensig to gain a little bit of extra height, but still get clocked by the weapon throw from Godly and loses the stock.
Whoa, a ground pound coming out there. Gets quickly hit by that side light. Yeah, that weapon throw was great. Godly adjusting for Use jumping back after that neutral signature. I feel like Use thought he had to get out of the way, but Downsig comes through there, doesn't get that knockout. Weapon throw. He was trying. He was trying to hit him in that recovery into it, and is Godly going to fall? No. Makes it back to the stage.
Oh, so underneath.
It was like the charge of the lance brought his hit back.
Yeah. It does like move you a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's literally why it dodged it. I was like, how did that not hit?
Felt very like dodging wires to trip off an alarm. You know, just so close, but not quite.
All right, even up the stock count. Godly could hit a few strong hits here. Now, I haven't seen him be too confident with the side sigs. Yeah, let's see if Use can get hit by them yet. Oh, no, he's not going to do it. Okay, let's just focus on what Use is going to do here. I think Use is being much more mindful around the signature kit of Godly.
Side sig.
I guess it's hard to dodge that sometimes.
Yeah, it looks like it's a move that I think just based off of the way it animates, you think there might be like a dead zone in the middle or something, but it's like he's throwing something.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, like you're thinking of like a blaster side light that just actually travels the entire move. And
that's
then
what makes it hard.
Knocks out after it connects automatically. Yeah, that's, when you think of it that way, wow, that's a really good move.
So right there, doesn't get the recovery. Good dodge down from Godly. Tried to go for a punish there. Sair from Use, not quite enough.
Oh, hands
okay.
Okay.
Yes.
He was sweating there, so I guess he had to dodge. That was rough. That was a great edge guard from Use.
Oh, okay, he wants to keep the Rocket Lance there. For a second there, I was like, did he want the bow, didn't grab it? But no, I actually think he was just delaying the Rocket Lance grab, maybe. Either way, I think we've seen him play probably the most to bow. We've seen him playing a little bit here, but Godly on these gauntlets getting clocked up. This isn't traditionally a good matchup for the gauntlets.
Oh, he goes for the recovery there, just barely misses. Goes weapon throw, picks it up. Doesn't get anything off of that side light, and the recovery disarms Use. So Use has to go, I think, is it a lance that's been primed here?
Yes, it is.
We won't find out, though.
Yeah. There's the weapon spawn on the right. Yep, there's the lance. No weapon.
Oh, I thought he was going to
there.
Oh, what is he edge guard with? Weapon throw?
Oh no, reverse recovery.
He's so good.
That's sick. I wanted the down sig. I did. It might have worked there, but that was infinitely a smarter and better play.
And Use is like the last player that I think would go for that. Just like...
He did do one today.
I guess that's true. I guess that's true.
It didn't hit though, but
I did not catch that live, regrettably. But he's really back. He's thinking about it. You could see that moment where Use is taking a deep breath and going, "I am 2 games away from winning the Spring Royale." And Godly, okay, he is just like it's diamond head or bust. That's what it's feeling like. I feel like even if it goes up 2-0 in Use's favor, we're going to be seeing this legend the rest of the set.
And that last game was close. It was incredibly close. So I think Godly's definitely just like, the legend is not the issue here. I just need to kind of tidy up my gameplay and I can bring this home.
Ooh, that's a punish.
Oh, yeah, that's a good punish too. Use being a little too, it's not even predictable, it's just reactable in that case, right? Godly just waiting for him to get back to the stage, and he chooses to travel off the side of the wall with the neutral sig. Whoa, the dare hits him as he goes for the neutral sig himself. I just saw the blasts. Oh, low on jumps, but he gets the hit, so they refresh.
Whoa, right behind it, charges it up.
So many sigs.
Yeah. Yeah, Vector on Lance, I'm realizing, doesn't really have a good, like, instant punish off of a sig whiff, right? Like, you can't just side sig Caspian missing side sig. It just takes too long, so he had to go just for damage there.
You have to go for, like, a side light, and at that point, you're just playing Rocket Lance, you're not playing Vector, you know?
Yeah, yeah. The benefit that you get from the vast mobility of his signatures is that none of them are actually very good stacks.
Yeah. Oh man, and Godly just waits for the spot dodge and gets a nice end-light recovery for his troubles. Looking pretty good here. I think he can take like a hit depending on what the hit is, but he's just getting, oh yeah, he can totally survive that.
Oh, the weapon throw doesn't go down low enough, and Hughes waits out Godly's recovery there, picks up a fresh lance. Means Bo is primed here, and Godly gets stared away, so Godly is going to have Katars coming up on up next to fight against Hughes here, who's at a slight deficit.
And he primes up a lance now. There's the weapon spawn on the right side. Godly's going to make his way over to it, picks up Guitars. Nice, just jump Nair, take some space away from Hughes, but just start putting some more damage out. Okay.
Oh, the recovery off the top almost works out. That side stick would have just knocked out. At any point in the stage now, it will. I would not be surprised to see Godly go for it again off of a landing. And Hughes, if he plays around that nicely with those pivot Nairs, that could work out really well for him. Down air hits. Side air came so close. How did he dodge around these down six?
Good.
I can't believe it.
He's so good.
He's literally so good.
Wow.
I don't understand how he does this over and over again.
He gets
weaved through so much.
He dodged. Yeah, the least impressive part of that was him getting the stock, which was still really impressive. Like that was incredible. And now Godly has to bring it back to even have a chance to not go to match point.
Oh man, do you think Godly can do it? I mean, so far, kind of taking a little bit of damage, but not in the danger zone quite yet, but needs to find this stock off of Hughes right now, and there's no one over there, Godly.
Yeah, he's just hoping, like, maybe Lance dash jump side air. Like, why not?
I see Sid Remains do this.
Oh. Puts up the Qatar neutralite there. Hughes willing to scrap with them unarmed. Bo picked up. We haven't seen too much from this. He likes going for those neutralites stacked. Gravity gets a D-light side air, throws it away, picks up the Lance. Godly weapon starved. D-light recovery will finally take him down. He has a chance here. Just like the match with Knees. I look at this and I go, okay, Caspian's technically not at a deficit. You get him in the orange, you hit a side stick, you're going to game 3 with a 1-1 scoreline. But Hughes is so good at playing around it.
Whoa, that could be a huge opportunity for Godly.
Got one jump, got another jump. Has the recovery still though. He was holding on to it, but that was a lot of damage to Dowsing.
He doesn't stop right there. A lot of players would have just gone back to center and refreshed the situation, but Hughes keeps it going. Godly still trying to fight his way back into this. Dodges the recovery. Doesn't jump into the side air. He's picking all the right options, but for how long? Doesn't jump again.
Disarmed.
Hughes is going to do it grounded next time. He has to watch out.
Oh, but here's Godly with the gauntlet. Side stick on the landing, could catch it.
recoveries.
There's the side stick and he goes for it. Hughes was like, I've seen that before. Side air hits it, and Hughes so good around playing around that. We saw Hughes dip down just to immediately jump out of the way and be like, I just want to get you to use this move because of how much I've seen you go for it in these clutch situations. And that's like, I mean, I guess it's just Hughes being clutch too, but it's so cool to be able to see a player play so well around something that I feel like everyone knows is coming, but it's still really, really hard to play around.
I think it was really just like a testament to the movement of Hughes, right? Like he did a lot of these dash jumps to try to bait, like you said, Godly was trying to catch that landing with that side sig, and Hughes ultimately was like, all right, I'm going to keep dash jumping, and once you throw it out, I'm already in the air, so I just got to fast fall side air and take game number 2. Hughes is one game away from bringing it home to the South Americans.
You are right, Taza. No Kaya to be found. We are riding or KOing, I guess, off of the Diamond Head here, but
I feel like I'd have to see Godly win an online championship with it first before I'd believe that he'd pull it out at LAN. But maybe there's still a chance, right? Like, we get this through a bracket reset, anything can happen. But he's got to win 3 games in a row, and every single time he's had a lead with this Caspian, and then Hughes brings it right back with the craziest movement we've ever seen. And Duke, you highlighted that first time. I think that's it. That was fantastic. Godly might be bringing this to game 4, but Duke, outside of Hughes, like going down there, you were highlighting that Hughes' movement is really what's carrying him in these games because it's what he's using to dodge all of these attacks that Godly's been putting out.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely got crazy movement. Like he, per his own admission in that interview, was calling himself passive. Like he likes to use kind of defensive movement and bait out actions and then punish. I don't think he's like that passive to really call himself that.
Whatever passive for SA.
That's what he's saying.
In South America, this is passive play. You're like, what? Oh, okay, fine, whatever you want. Oh, that down was almost so good. But Godly has got the best lead that we've seen him have against Hughes, I think, all day.
Oh Okay, that was a close recovery. Almost got that one. Godly, though, looking the best he has, as you were saying, and maybe might be able to go up 3-1 here. Throws out a Sig, does not connect.
Yeah, that down Sig was hoping for a lot there, and the Sair does take it down here. So what miracle does he use pull through this time to take the stock lead? I don't know. I think Godly's got pretty good control over this so far.
I don't know. He's like light red. You know, he has stock to play with here.
Whoa! No, he doesn't.
Mind.
Slide charge. That's 2 neutral sig knockouts. Godly's finally figured it out because those are moves that I kind of wrote off as just you never hit those as Diamond Head. But now Godly's gotten them both to connect in very interesting ways too, and the gauntlet string just goes rolling along here. I thought Godly just gifted him that. I thought that was it, but he dodges through.
Man, and at this point, I'm just like, Use is absolutely wild on the Vector, a legend that no one else has really been playing, but Use showing, again, just narrowly, the amount of times it's been this close to connecting with Use's hurtbox and just narrowly avoids the shards of Diamond have been baffling to me.
Oh, Nair's coming through, neutral sig hits. That was so close to knocking out. One more of those will do it, and Use is trying to get some extra damage here. Ground pound comes through. Okay, that's just the stock, actually. And Godly was like slightly active at the very end, but at that point, Godly was like, I'll just come back to stage. I'd rather have a fresh stock.
Yo, this is still technically Godly's tournament stock, right? Like, if Use steals this...
No way. You guys are both the side of the stage. I was getting so ready to go to game 4, Duke, but actually...
It's still close.
It's so close.
Ain't not over.
There's no way Godly drops this, right, Flambeau?
I mean, there's totally a way.
He throws the weapon away.
Totally away. The one thing I've been saying is that South America has the clutch back there until the lady sings.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess...
We go to game 4.
Remixes.
We go to game 4.
Whatever.
I mean, it says a lot that we're game 3 in a best of 5, and we're pretending like that's the final game, right? Like that's it's pretty intense. And Use after that one,
pretending it could have been.
Yeah, he's thinking a little bit about how that game went through and how he's going to be going into game number 4. Because I mean, with how impeccable Use has been playing, I feel like being at a deficit for that long must have been like he's like, I can't let this happen ever again, right? Like that's. We'll see what happens here at game number 4.
3, 2.
Still no swaps. It's all about that playstyle. And like, Godly got some amazing KOs with those neutral sigs, but part of me thinks that's not overly reliable, right? Like, he got some really good reads where Use was like high in the sky and just kind of caught the movement with the end sigs, but still.
Those were his one and done.
Yeah.
Like, you're not getting those again. Or at least you're not like, I've cracked the code. It's neutral sig. No, that's not the case. Godly got some wicked reads. He's going to have to keep getting those as we go further into this set, because he's working his way to this reverse 3-0.
And it's going to be, you know, a tough task to accomplish. Granted, one thing about playing against Rocket Lance that, you know, you gotta keep saying is like you gotta watch when you're jumping, right? A lot of times you end up jumping into those Rocket Lance Sairs, and Use has been playing off of that so much. And a lot of the previous sets we actually saw those Nairs that he's going for now a whole lot more, but it seems like other games, geez, have been so side air centric. Can you get past?
Whoa, falls to that
No
down
way.
air neutral-like. It's that
touch?
combo.
Okay.
Makes it back, and Use tries to go for a jump through or a dodge through read with that recovery. Throws the lance up just to see if Godly would react. Man, the footsies on this stock are crazy. Okay, the cider finally comes through, and Use brings that back. Godly had a really strong lead at the beginning of this game, and then Use just didn't get touched again until that unarmed recovery.
Yeah, I mean, he was just putting out the hurt, too. Like, he caught Godly so many times in the air. Even, like, he whiffed a GC Ensig and still managed to keep the pressure on top of Godly.
Yeah, the thing that's like really interesting to me is that Godly clearly wants to get more neutral sigs, but it feels like Use is always staying in a spot where he can fastball side air to punish something, and so he's always just a little bit too low that the N6 keep going over him.
Wow, that was a great call out from Godly there, though. Seeing Use drifting in and out, goes for the dash jump recovery. Takes Use right off the top, evens up the game 2-2, and only took like one lance snare of damage before Use gets that extra bit in there. And Godly waiting on the dodge, but doesn't go for the right punish. Oh, once again, misses, just went for that immediate sidelight, and Use is just getting out of every single one of Godly's strings.
Oh, jumps into the Sair there. It's just what we were talking about. You got to be careful with picking those moments. But with that said, Godly just doing such a great job maneuvering in and around. Like, he is staying like pretty much stacked-ish with Use to make it awkward to know which side to Sair to, and then punishing him for Sairing to the wrong side. It's really tough because he can't nair there because it doesn't hit stack.
Yeah, that was really good positioning from Godly, staying like right alongside Use, because like also like when they're floating, Lance really doesn't have a lot of options stacked when you're floating against someone. Godly over the gauntlets, he wants that recovery. I don't know if it'll KO just yet.
Oh, but you know what will? you know what move will knock out, dude?
You think it's side sig?
I think it's side sig.
That's kind of the same.
That's the funniest side sig that you could have chosen there. I will admit, that is not the side sig I was talking about, but it counts.
We'll take it. I mean, Godly looking like this is going to go to a game 5 potentially, but Use has something to say about it as he gets the perfect Vector bow down sig right at the corner of the stage, because I feel like Vector's bow down sig, it's good, but I don't think it has as much force as like Orion's. I think it's a little bit on the lower end in terms of that damage.
Yeah, the benefit is just the reach that you get.
Yeah.
With a move like this. So if you use it on the side of the stage, you make up for the lack of force with just that. It has a nice little bit of fixed knockback. But Use behind here. Godly has enough damage here where a lot of Caspian Sigs will just knock out. But Use, when he gets Godly's jump once to the Sarah, I feel like 5 more will follow. Oh, it's close, Duke.
Backing away, Use getting some damage. This is final stock here for Godly. Game potential to get to game 5.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, math just failed me.
Oh, and he gets the edge guard here.
Oh. Wait, he does nothing?
He has nothing.
Wait,
He gets right
why
through
was
the
it tie?
Oh, the Ensign comes through, does not hit, only gets a down line. Both players looking for that last hard-hitting move. Sarah disarms Use. He's got nothing here. He gets the unarmed side light.
He has nothing, and Use does it! Brazil! It's over! South America is getting a trophy!
Wow, South America is able to do it with Vector to take the first LAN ever, ripped it right out of the hands of North America. EU got close, they almost got their tongue at it. They were like, no, that's my trophy, give it to me, and Use does it in such a calm fashion.
Use is the Spring Royale 2023 champion after triple eliminating
Triple.
Godly.
Wait, how about Use is the Spring Royale champion after not dropping a single set against the winners of multiple Spring championships in their region. They had people from EU, people from NA, also West from South America, and he didn't lose to any
He's
of them.
9-0, right? 7-0 from round robin, then wins.
And then what?
Winners, finals, and
Winners,
grands.
finals, grand final. Yeah. Okay.
9 sets. Beats all the best players in the world.
That is
Undefeated.
absolutely insane. Sheepy, I know.
It's nice to say what you have the most fun with, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's important, yes, but also just what is true to yourself, right? I think Kyna is staying true to himself.
Yes.
And that's why we're seeing him play
Kyna's Hammer.
whatever. He's playing Hammer in a world where nobody else is playing Hammer.
Yes.
And he's doing great with it.
And we both know that his hammer has been phenomenal since he's been on the
Since
scene,
ever,
right?
yeah, since ever.
So here we go, Photo. This is grand finals.
Here we go, man. Yeah, grand finals, Kyna versus Godly. We've seen the matchup before. Kyna came out on top last time, but Godly I think he's evolved. He's evolved mid-tournament. And look at this, we're kind of already seeing it here. Whoa,
but then Kyna's slightly like stuck.
Whoa, what? Oh my gosh.
Kyna has given corner guarding a brand new meaning.
You're right, yeah. Instead of corner guarding, it's Kyna guarding.
Like in Brawlhalla, I would say.
Wait, but dude, Godly answered back immediately. He didn't even take damage.
We've casted a lot of people recovering to the stage a few times before getting knocked out, and when watching Kyna, it's actually if you go off stage, you lose your stock.
Right.
It's really terrifying. Godly returned with his own knockout in the same way, though. So it's 2-2 here on Demon Island.
Yeah, good job by Godly, because that could have got out of hand quick. He put a stop to it before it had a chance to grow.
And now he's getting some more damage on there. Good call up with the recovery. Could get to the landing again. Doesn't get it. Kyna hits him once. Can he get another hit here?
You know, I feel like maybe an easy to overlook aspect of Kyna's gameplay is that it's hard to follow up on him.
Yeah.
I think he has a really great sense of how you're trying to follow up against him in a non-true combo, right? You have a few options. You pick rock, paper, or scissors. He somehow knows you're going to throw rock. Yeah, right? And that's when he uses paper.
Enemy, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's like a site that's just filled with those kind of things. Right?
It's tough to pick the right option against Kyna. If there's more than one,
Look at that corner
chances
guard.
are you're gonna miss.
That lasted so long that he dashed back to center, then backdashed to the corner to get the neutral light, and then the first hit knocks out. He's so good.
So good.
Scooping in the air does not connect. A nice dodge down to neutral there, but kind of gets one down there. Can he get another? Voids the side light, side air. Goes to the side light again. Another nair photo. He might just two-stock Godly at this rate.
This is another situation where like Godly's got to put an end to this stock before it gets out of hand. But the problem is it's already gotten out of hand.
Yes.
Okay. Good job by Godly. Can he seal the deal? It's going to be tough because Kyna really could put an end to this stock quickly.
If it's on deck, okay, it is. The nairs could come through here. Don't jump, Godly. Don't
he's
do it.
one good hit away.
Good side air on the way back to the stage, but he's taking damage on the way back here. Kind of so good at doing these like dash jump, and then he dodges to the right or the left to get back to the stage right away. Look at him go! Deal recovery, and Kyna.
Gosh, Kyna didn't even barely took any damage on that stock. Man, he's just so solid. What a champion! Look at that champion.
I wonder if Godly should like. I'm going into that mode where I frantically start like. Commentator coaching the player. I'm like maybe go to the stage with
Godly, I know what you need to do.
I'm noticing that Godly cannot land, and if you're on a flat stage with no platforms and you can't land against a player who's beating you in neutral more than you're beating them, and they're using a heavy weapon while doing it,
the math does not check out.
You gotta get off Demon Island.
You got a point there. You know what, Coach? I accept that. I accept that, Coach.
I mean, because you just watched him not land for a whole stock and then lose his stock.
Yeah, it comes down to Kyna's perfect use of the axe down light. Oh, Godly's on Rayman. Wait, what year is it?
He's like,
because remember when he stormed onto the scene, it was with Rayman. He was doing so well with it.
And Rayman's still a primary pick for doubles for him.
But here's the thing. I think Godly, you know, maybe in his mind he's like,
it's like I have to join him.
It's the axe. It must be the axe. But in my humble opinion, it's not the axe. It's Kyna.
It might be. That sidelight Sarah comes through, and Godly has to go back to the stage. Nice side. Godly has been finding success on both the guitars and the gauntlets by doing these like jumping side airs straight into where Kyna's positioning, and that's what he's been doing to break through Kyna's corner guarding. And I wonder if he'll continue doing that because he managed to make it back twice now. Oh, still a little too far.
A rare miss.
Nice.
He landed that stomp at its absolute max range, which was just while dashing back. He was just not close enough to land the true side air combo follow-up. And now Godly's got a, I was going to say a lead.
A fresh stock. Look at all these iframes. Oh, well, he didn't get anything with it. But. Oh, side light. Oh, comes through, gets the scoop right afterwards, falling there, tries to get the second nair. Godly gets right underneath him. Gravity cancel side light catches Kyna on the way back, actually, and this is some good back and forth until the double side light stomp comes through. Kyna's so fantastic.
Man.
He's using hammer side light like when you see two spear neutral lights, but then getting a combo after it. Right? Like it's crazy.
Okay, all right.
Evens up.
Dude, Godly's doing great.
And lights are coming through. He's catching the landings. Bounces him off the stage with the dare. Second dare. Is this going to be the stock? Doesn't get the side air and kind of gets through. But the backswing of the landing down air animation. Godly's gotten that so well.
I can't believe that Kyna still hasn't used the signature in all this time.
I think I saw one act down sig miss.
Like in the whole tournament?
The whole tournament.
Okay.
Like that's it. He is
like, I didn't see that.
He is definitely playing a light attack.
And Godly's doing the same thing now. He's like, oh, I can see. Ooh, that was perfect.
Great decision making.
He drifted over just enough to send him down off the stage instead of just bouncing on the surface of the stage.
Yeah, unarmed recovery would not have knocked out there. That was really well played.
Yeah, that really worked out perfectly for Godly. That was like pixel perfect.
Oh, and they are just swinging at each other in this vertical space. They're just one's landing with dare, the other one's hitting with nair, and they're just going blow for blow. And then finally Godly takes the advantage there, tries to get a reaction with the weapon throw and kind of punishes him for it.
Did you see that signature Godly used? It didn't work, but
I did. I see Kyna actually losing his weapon. That was such a fast nair. Or neutral sig. This is anyone's game photo. Who's it going to be?
Yeah. Dude, it's going to be Godly.
Oh, is this going to be Godly's first win against Kyna?
It's going to be Godly. It's going to be Godly. Here he goes. Here he goes.
The downlight hits. One more downlight will knock out.
Yeah, that's it. That's his last life. He's got no more one-ups.
Kyna's going to just go for it, too. He's not going to risk anything else. It's the safest move that he could go for.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. There's something pretty far.
Oh, you knew it was gonna happen. We were all waiting for it, and it just totally happened.
How do you fight that? Oh, kind of so good. I'm like terrified. It's because it's like Yeah.
It's quick.
You could dodge.
On Teros, it's a massive KO option.
It is. More so than any other Axe character except Zol, I guess, in some situations.
I suppose, yeah.
It's just so good. And Kyna's game plan was so clear there, and I still don't blame Godly for getting hit by it.
It's like
really
Godly knew, you know.
Yeah.
If we noticed it, Godly noticed it. Wait,
it doesn't make it any easier to
Godly's
get around.
he's on Caspian now.
We're in for the side stick cheese. Let's go.
Let's
get the game.
I'm here for it.
This is literally like when I look at Caspian, I
Dude,
feel like
he's in red already. It's been 13 seconds.
the weapons that he had the most success with were gauntlets and guitars. This makes sense against Kyna at least. So we'll see though. He's really getting the snot beat out of him.
He's barely going to be able to use the guitars before getting knocked out.
Oh, that side stick may have knocked out actually.
All it did was remove his dodge for 3 seconds.
Right. Side stick time.
Yeah.
Come on, Godly. Right there.
Ooh.
Oh, and then Kyna's kind of. What is he going to go for here?
Whoa.
That's a good bait actually. That's
Dude, I like the whole like look. You might just have one game left. This could be the final game of the tournament. Reach deep into the pocket and just try to surprise your opponent because maybe that's enough.
The Diamond Head has come out before.
Gotta change something. Yeah.
It's not like it's totally out there.
Well,
although
it's in the pocket.
Oh.
It's just it's deep in the pocket, but it's in the pocket.
Like the trenches. Kyna, are you?
No.
The craziest bait ever seen.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
what? Oh, Godly got away.
The side stick dodged. Neutral light. Gravity cancel and light.
Bro. Yeah, he knew he couldn't just go for the raw neutral light to recovery combo on guitars. He had to like kind of gets away from those. You're never gonna land an untrue combo on kind of like that. So he had to get wild with how he followed up on it, and he did, and it worked. Godly's in this game.
Godly has accepted that Kyna's not going to go off stage, so he's just fighting his way back on stage every single time. These nairs are so good, Boda. How does he get so many nairs?
How do you land?
And now he can just downlight or neutral light. Both are fine. Kyna's game plan is so good. It's one stock away from Kyna 9-0ing Godly.
Oh my gosh,
I just knocked over
right.
things on the desk.
You're right. 9-0 is a realistic possibility here. Okay. Oh my gosh, Kyna is so powerful, and we're gonna go into the. We're gonna go into BTX like just.
He has a lead on stocks. Photo. This could be the game.
This is the game.
Use the first end sig of the day. Here it comes. Come on, do it. Oh no, he goes to the stop and
if
set.
he finished it with a signature.
That would be so sick. Oh, Stomp Sarah would do it. Anything would do it here. Kyna's just gotta get one good win.
That's it!
He did it! He did the first ending of the day, and he got the knockout on the dodge. He reacted. That's so crazy. Look at him smiling.
Oh my God, Kyna! GG! Kyna is your Summer Royale champion. All hail the new king! Woo!
I can't believe he did it. That's the most Teros way to end. That's how you know that when he looked into his heart, it's Teros. It wasn't an ugly answer. It actually was like this is going to be fighting against each other, not only for that title of, not only for the crown, the title of Autumn Royale King, but also for the trophy here. We can see it right there. This Autumn Royale Championship trophy will be going to the winner of this grand final set. Godly coming in from the elimination side is opening up with the Rayman. So
I love this. I love this.
And this is like, I was giving it a lot of benefit of the doubt, but I also love this. I think it's been the character that he was playing with the best today. A lot of innovations on the signatures. He has history with the character as well, and a dominant 3 over Meg D might just mean it's your best character in this moment.
Yeah, and I just love the fact that it shows he's still got something up his sleeve, you know? He can shift to this, have a different play style. If it didn't work out in the previous set, you know, it's something else to try, especially when he has to win 2 sets.
Yeah, and the Chun-Li is still there, still ready to go. The only thing that I would be hesitant to see again is him locking in the Mordex one more time. So game 1 here between Lores and Godly, opening it up so far with Lores with a solid lead, but the neutral lights from Godly come through, and he's trying to get that side light nair to get that guaranteed combo. Spot dodges the down light, but Lores follows up with the end light to be able to get even more damage, and that D-light recovery will take the first stock of the game.
Yeah, that was absolutely crucial. Godly was starting to bring back the damage lead that Lores has built, but Lores, determined to not let it go, got the first knockout, and now looking to turn it into so much more.
Laura is the only player who I will see gravity cancel a bow side light a frame before landing to catch your opponent off guard. I mean, he just wanted to get that timing there exact, and now look at him go. Got even more damage on the Godly here, and Godly struggling to get the same startups that he had against Meg D. A lot of the strategy that I think was working for Godly on Axe against Meg D just kind of falls apart completely against a player like Lores, who moves just so differently. But that side stick comes through.
I guess that is fair because you do have a lot longer range to contest
test with, right? Where the axe was the longest thing, the farthest reaching thing on the field against Meg D. Right now, it loses to both the spear and the bow in distance.
We might only see the Rayman for one game.
Yeah.
This is a lot tougher. Like, the axe has been non-existent. I think like less than 50 damage, and the gauntlets was, well, they're kind of getting chewed up right now. Laura's on the bow is looking unstoppable. Golly's putting up these side sticks, and Laura's just like, where are you punching? I'm in the air. That neutralite's not even going to be able to knock him out here, and Golly's already almost an orange. The Acno comes through, gives him the wall touch, and does the damage. And Laura is just like that. Oh,
Wait,
misses the wall.
Unfortunate, but he had so much room to play with. You know, it's like, oh,
he
that
actually just
happened,
didn't want to give Godly the satisfaction of having a point on the board, actually, right?
Oh, no, not like this.
He's looking at that, he's like, yeah, I don't know, the 3-stock might not happen, but I can stop you from taking one. Sidelight comes through, the down sig, great. Punished by Godly, he's going to need about 17 more of those if he wants to be able to bring this back.
But I do like that we saw in his previous clip. Oh, wow. Laura's actually using every single signature, the side sig.
The side sig punishes the unarmed sidelight of all moves. And then he was like literally like as the signature was in the mid animation, already reaching for his water and going ready for the next game. Like Laura is ready to just dominate him. And that's rough because Godly coming in from the elimination side doesn't have games to spare. Right? This isn't like if Godly got the game one and it was like a near 3-stock, okay? This is Godly now searching desperately for the answer. He's like, I need heavier weapons. He's coming through, and now he's on the Roman Reigns, bringing in the Taros to fight against Loras, who has kind of destroyed every Taros that's come against him so far.
Okay, I mean, look, it's got a little bit of extra range. You know, the hammer and the axe both reach real far. I got real nervous there on the off stage.
Oh, the double D-like ground pound.
One more.
But Laura's unarmed nairs him right on the way back, and now they're both fighting off stage unarmed. Axe picked up. Godly opts to deny the weapon from Laura's instead, and the Sarah catches him without a dodge, and that's going to be the stock.
Absolute damage. That's the thing. You know, Kaya, high defense, high speed, like she is a tanky legend. You've got to watch out for that. And Roman Reigns can cut through that defense.
Oh, and Laura's low on jumps right now. Was trying to catch him there, but Laura's pogos. Downson comes through. Nice landing sidelight. Stops Sarah. Godly with the hammer. Really starting to put the pressure onto Laura so far. But the downsick will catch Godly. I think Godly wanted to dash backwards, but like, I don't know. He like turned around, just stayed in place, and the Blizzard just caught him completely off guard, and that's going to be a stock for Laura's.
Yeah, but Godly's still managing to maintain a massive damage lead here that just keeps getting wider.
Yeah, Godly, like, I feel like he picked this Taros pick, and he's like in a hurry. I feel like after that last game, the way he's playing right now, he's like, I have to make up for how embarrassing that game one was. Like, that's how it feels like right now. He's like, I can't just let it go down like that. I have to win this Royale. I can feel that pressure coming through, and Laura's just as eager. I cannot believe it. He finds those snipes, and because he's so good at his character, he knows exactly when it's going to knock out. I didn't think that was going to knock out there, but the distance was perfect, and now he's taking the lead in game 2. I can't believe this, CWK. Godly's getting wake-up hits, and he's still not getting the knockouts.
Tries to find it once again. That one, the second time, finally going to get it done.
I feel like Godly needs this. What are you thinking?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he definitely needs it because I think the reason why he's looking so hurried is he knows he needed to take at minimum 6 games to take the tournament here. And now, since Laura has won game 1, that's just one more game. Each one extends his road.
He has to do it fast enough before Laura's gets used to whatever he's playing. That's what I feel like. He just got stared into the wall. He does manage to touch. Laura's goes in for the sidelight, stop scoop. Godly brings him into the yellow. Can he get into the orange? But the sidelight comes through. He's so good. That dash jump pivot recovery. Nair sends him off the left side of the stage. Godly can't find those Nairs or down airs. Laura's one strong hit away from bringing it to match point. And just like that, in one of the fastest trajectories to game 3 match point that I've ever seen, Laura's has brought Godly to the verge of being 3-0'd.
Laura's just looking so incredibly dominant. I don't know if he was just looking at the past games. He got to take a break and kind of reconfigure everything in his mind. I mean, observe the Rayman, so that way it was a non-factor in the choice.
Oh, he's staying with it. He believes in the Taros. Here we go, game 3. And I gotta tell you, it's gotta feel good as Laura's when you're fighting against somebody who looks like they're desperate for answers. Switching between, how many characters has Godly played against Laura so far? Has that been 4 characters throughout the duration of the day? Chun-Li, Mordex, Rayman, now on the Taros. But Godly feels confident in the hammer, and he had a really strong start in game 2. Maybe he can keep that going into game number 3 because he is down 0-2 and needs to win 3 games in a row just for a chance at a reset.
Stop side air. That's a quick knockout.
And this was about as quick as the knockout was in the previous game too, however. Right?
Yeah.
It was a 30-second knockout, and then Lores just dominated once he got a spear in his hands. Let's see if it happens the same way in game 3.
Oh my gosh, 2 side airs. I think we're seeing the beginnings.
Ooh, Pogo recovery, disarms him. Side stick from here could be pretty huge if he covers that weapon landing, but he goes for the air instead. Laura's not the biggest fan of side stick on spear, just gets the down side air, and just like that, he took a hammer side light of damage, and that was it. From a 30-second stock, he returns it with his own.
Catching the jump with the neutral light. Once again, popping him with the neutral light.
Oh, neutral light after neutral light comes through, and Lores falls in, gets that side light, goes for the end light. Neutral light connects from Godly, and he gets that nair, double nair. Okay, tries to get that triple nair, anti-aerial, and Lores just combos the hell out of him.
I
Holy
love
cow.
that chase because, you know, if you get the dodge, you get a 3-piece punish.
Oh, but Stomp Snare comes through. Okay, Godly could take the lead here. No dodge on Lores, but doesn't matter.
Neat.
Godly wasn't ready to down air him.
Yeah, he used the gravity cancel down light almost to like keep his trajectory low back to stage.
Godly goes for the D-Light ground pound. That could cost
Again
him.
off the wall.
Reversal Snare goes in for the gravity cancel down heavy. Unarmed recovery. Is Godly going to fumble two edge guards into losing the stock? He has a third chance here. Gets the downer after the Acno comes through from Lores, and that's going to be the stock. But man, did he take too much damage there for that, I think, to be worth it. That was rough. Lores has been equalizing stock so fast.
It is a dangerous situation. We're in dire straits here because Lores, oh my gosh, he almost got the knockout there. He's up 2 games. He's in the winner's bracket.
All right, here we go. Lores could 3-0 Godly to win the last Royale of the year before BCX. All the way through winner's bracket. Neutralite hits, double Neutralite. Godly gets the dare. Edgeguard opportunity. Goes forward. He gets clipped by the spear recovery, but that Stomp Snare could give Godly a chance. One Snare comes through.
Godly's got the damage. He's got the lead. He's got the disarm and the edge guard.
Oh, could go through again. Lores barely outspaces the Stomp. Double Nair. Triple Nair, gets the downlight sider,
oh my
edge
gosh,
guard,
not like this.
dodges the sider, has to avoid the recovery, the down stick goes the wrong way, and Godly with the D-Light end sig, not enough to knock out. I mean, Terrace down stick here feels like the obvious answer. and he goes for it, and Lores knew it. It was too obvious. Down stick comes through. Is that going to be it?
Oh my gosh!
That's the game. And after trying to go for the Hail Mary down stick, he gets hit by Lores' very own, and that 3-0 means that Lores is your 2023 Autumn Royale champion. Holding that trophy high.
Well done. So hard fought. And man, what a path through the bracket. That was insane.
And just like that, Lores, I mean, at best.
So at the Autumn Royale that Lores won last year, he did beat Kyna. Kyna was in attendance at the Autumn Royale, and he beat him in the round robin phase. And he beat him 3-0 in the round robin phase, further leading credence to your theory that he is the round robin legend. Today's not round robin.
Nope.
Today is a standard bracket. And Kyna didn't actually make it into the top 4 of the Autumn Royale there, so he didn't go into the standard bracket. He was just a round-robin gamer. So, you know, we're in a little bit of uncharted territory here. Obviously, they've played against one another many times in the past, but it's never been like at the Royale and on the finals day bracket. So Kyna's going to start this one out with Teros. No surprise there. Picking up the hammer as well. Starting off, like, he's getting the better of the damage right here. There's the stomp side air. Dude, he already has Lores in orange. How does this legend do this so consistently? And how does Kyna do it so consistently?
Dude, his ability to hit those stomps and catch the movement of Lores is impressive, because with the way that Lores is dash landing and then immediately jumping, it's very hard to catch that timing, but Kyna's doing a great job of it. Swaps over to the hammer as he has Lores in the red. The down air gonna scoop up and KO to kick this one off.
38 seconds into this one, Kyna has about 50 damage on this stock, and he's already taken one from Lores. This is a rough way to start this. In 3 hits, he's already in yellow, dude! That's 50 damage that he did. In 3 hits, he's already in orange! Duke, we've already seen 2 color changes, man!
Dude, how does he get these extra hits? He gets so much more than just the starter. He gets the ground pound there as well. Lores gonna miss the ground pound, and Kyna's gonna make him pay for it. Lores did get the wall touch, but... Ooh, okay, good nair.
I think he's just the best player. I really think he's just the best player. Going back over to the axe, going to keep the field stripped, so Lores is at weapon disadvantage. End light almost doing it. The defense of Kaya holding on, but not long enough for Lores to get back to the main stage. He's going to fall there. At least he brought Kyna into the orange as opposed to the yellow that he was at previously, but he's 2 stocks down.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically costing Lores a stock to get 50 damage on the Kyna right now. Every single stock that comes in gets about 50 damage, but this last stock gets enough to get the KO. Will deny the 3 stock, but Lores has a mountain to climb.
Yeah, you're right. He does have to burn a lot to gain a little. It's almost like he's an emerging AI startup.
Speak to me about that. Elaborate.
They just burn money.
Oh, okay.
They burn money and make none of it back.
I'm not educated on that field.
The fact that you didn't know what I mean, that should probably be enough to be the fact that they do not earn money. But that's going to be different for both of these players this weekend.
Both will be walking home with some money, but obviously the winner walks home with more. Kyna has actually been taking a decent amount of damage from Lores.
Ooh, dude, he's so good at hitting those ground pounds, Lores. Like, he does the GC neutral signature, but I feel like he just needed to press button and receive some dopamine in that moment because he knew that he wasn't going to be able to get back.
Yeah. That was a hope and a prayer that kind of overcommits, goes off stage, and maybe he hits the GCN sig. Maybe Chase dodges up and turns something out of that situation, gets some lemonade out of that lemon, but that was looking pretty dire.
I honestly, like, all the time we say, like, oh, it's just game 1, but given the history that we have today, given all of the history that we have between these 2 players, I don't know if I see this going any other way than continued domination from Kyna. I honestly see it as a 3-0, could be a 3-1, who knows? Maybe Lores is going to have something, maybe he's going to pull something out of his bag of tricks, dig down deep in that bag like Mary Poppins and try to find something real down low.
Oh man, he missed that nair to punish that whiff side.
Dude, he's the best player!
With the triple on the hammer, recovery, down air, and then finishes it off. Kyna again costs Lores an entire stock to get 50 damage.
Lores, like, he's hoping for the juggle game. Even that's a clash there. He's not able to essentially find...
Oh.
Okay, is that going to be the stock right there? He's not able to find, like, any of the things that we saw him be successful with against Godly, right? The damage output, obviously, he did get the stock this game, but the damage output is limited compared to what we saw against Godly. The KO potential is limited compared to what we saw against Godly. He's moving around, he's still doing all the movement that we know from Lores, but even in those, like, tense moments, he's, like, waiting before he chooses to initiate. He's backing up, he's being a little bit more chill, even though his APM is all over the board. Like, you see him backing up, moving forward, backing up, moving forward.
Yeah, he's really fishing for Kyna to react. He's really trying to bait Kyna into an interaction where he can get that solid punish, get that 3-piece. Kyna's gonna go in, get that scoop up, but doesn't get the corner, so still has to find some more damage here onto Lores. Lores does get disarmed though.
And that's what I'm talking about with his hammer. That's yet another thing, that perk a pivot over the corner to get the fast fall with the downer, grabbing it so quickly. It's very difficult to react to. Other hammer players aren't doing it like that.
Offstage weapon toss will finish off the stock of Lores, and Kyna, once again, with the healthy lead, wants to stick with the hammer.
Just dragging it across the floor. You see those sparks forming. He's making some sparks on the stage, but Kyna himself is on fire with a continued juggle game. Neutral airs coming out, almost picked up the down air there, did get in sweat beads, but Lores not able to find the GC side signatures that he was grabbing earlier. Grabs that one though, brings it down to final stock. So he's doing so much better this game compared to the other.
Yeah, he is finding these responses to Kyna. The pacing just a little bit in favor of Kyna, but Lores doing a really good...
Oh, it's axe time, Duke, it's axe time, and now Kyna's up 2-0!
Once again, the offstage engagement's just not working out for Lores. It's a place where he was able to do a lot of work against some other opponents, not happening against Kyna.
Lores really gonna have to be thinking about what to do here, because he's thrown a lot at the wall. Very few things have stuck. I don't think we see a character swap, and without like having another character to pull out, like, it's gotta feel so demoralizing to be in this moment. Like, yeah, you've made it this far into the grand finals. Like, yeah, you're gonna go home with a silver medal at the Spring Royale. Yes, cool, awesome, all of that is true. We are seeing a legend swap. I didn't foresee this coming, and Lores is swapping, digging deep to the Koji.
Yeah, it goes back into the history books. The original character of Lores, he was swapping over to the Koji, will retain the bow, but he's swapping out the spear for a sword. He's going to be coming in with high dexterity, hoping that maybe he can just outpace the attacks of Kyna.
Lores has not reported Koji as his legend since 2022. So it's been more than a year since he has reported this legend in a tournament, and he's pulling it out here in a moment of desperation against Kyna, who also used to play Koji way back in the day.
Well, I mean, no fault to Lores, right? He's got 8 games to prove, you know what, Kaya does not work against Kyna, so might as well try something, even if it's the old main.
He's going even so far. Now he's going to go over to the bow, going to be looking for those neutral airs. Unfortunately, we're on Demon Island, so it can be a little bit difficult to find those KOs with that move. So that's why he's looking for those GCD6, and he's not going to find a connection, and he's not going to find the first stock, but Kyna is.
So nasty on it. Gravity cancel, downlight recovery, dare to finish that off, and goes for more, but Lores will once again keep this one close.
Swapping back over to the bow. Kyna's going to come in here at the weapon disadvantage. Perfectly timed jump to get over the D-light and then the neutral air as he's falling back down to the main platform. Now as the hammer does D-light the wrong way 2 times in a row.
Oh, but gets the stomp into the neutral light. Lores able to chase dodge over, but he's still taking a lot of damage. One thing about Koji, not exactly a high defense legend. Coming in base 4, and he's in that defense stance, so it'll be up to 5 against the 8 strength of Teros.
Like, Rihanna found love in a hopeless place and kind of finds side airs where, like, they don't exist. I don't know how he does it on hammer. I don't know how he's able to, like, fade in, fade out, drift with it. And now Lores is on the final stock after taking a side air, this time on the other weapon. He's going to stick with the axe here. He's probably going to start off with some neutral lights potentially. We saw him go into the air, some falling down airs. There's the side light neutral air. Even backed up a little bit before going for the GC side light, changing up that timing on it.
Dude, Kyna's now going for extra here. You see him going for side light into jump down air instead of the standard side light into neutral air. Lores sweat beating, that's going to do it. Kyna is your Royale champion.
What a gamer, man. Kyna with a 3-0. Not a single game lost today on Championship Sunday. Who would have thought, after watching Kyna versus Mounir yesterday, that this would be happening right now and without dropping a single game? I'll give you a spoiler, it was technically me, but most people out there, if you weren't fueled by blind loyalty to Kyna, oh my goodness, what a legend of the game.
Surface, but what he's got better than anybody else right now is that he's focused on the prize. He's focused on the win, and he's going, I'm going through a lot of this stuff, but I can make it through a lot of this stuff. Here we go, grand finals for the Autumn Royale. We've got Yus from South America going up against Marckiemoo, undefeated in the double elimination side of the bracket for North America. They're fighting on Small World's End here for game number 1, and Marckiemoo opening up really nicely on the side as Yus finally picks up a weapon. It's the sword. I'm sure he'll be switching over to the great
shoving him off stage, dashing in with that D-light, and Marckiemoo able to get the punish, looking for the GC N-light, and it was unsuccessful. Weapon toss, GC N-light once again going to be coming out, and this time actually connecting. He's just getting close. He's trying to bait Yus into a bad jump, and then Marckiemoo wants a recovery to set up an early edge guard.
Nice recovery. Looks for a second one for that early edge guard, but doesn't get it, and Yus is able to get the sidelight D-light bridge. He's been so effective with those throughout the entirety of the weekend, waiting for a dodge read. Gravity cancel sidelight, try to catch Yus recovering onto the stage, but he goes low. Gravity cancel D-light, dodges right past it, but the dare weapon throw might take the first stock here. Doesn't even need the dive kick, and Marckiemoo dodges into the pillar to avoid the side air from hitting so that Yus doesn't get the chase dodge and takes the first stock.
And he was still able to make it back on. A lot of the way that Marckiemoo even finds these openings is through the recovery. Can he bait Yus into those jumps? I think what I would like to see is a more grounded playstyle from Yus going into this. Oh boy, Pocket Sand not going to find its target. Okay, holding on to the stage, looking for the neutral, he doesn't find it.
One good down air, ground pound with a nair.
boy.
Just magnets him off the side of the stage. I can't believe that I was able to connect there. Hughes must have been dashing off the side of the stage. Ensig does not hit grounded. Marckiemoo does a good job staying on the ground there to avoid that attack, but D-Light recovery comes through. One more of those could knock out. Hughes looking for another nair. Marckiemoo goes down. That dash land neutral light not going to get it. Hughes gets the D-Light recovery.
He dashed back, he gave up enough stage, he saw the end light, and he was able to successfully punish it. 2 stocks apiece. Let's see what Hughes is able to make happen. Okay, able to get the end light, not able to get the neutral light. Side light, down. Oh my god, he gets the 3-piece, and he's getting so much damage, and he has totally evened up this game.
Marckiemoo now going over to center stage, goes for that side light. End light in place, doesn't really hit it. Weapon throw forward, not going to be able to catch anything after that. And the end light finisher from Hughes, the weapon throw goes for the neutral sig on the sword, another neutral sig.
I can't believe the N6 did a KO off the top.
Yeah,
wow.
that was, I mean, yeah, I actually am pretty surprised too. Marckiemoo was doing like a single bit of damage away from that word because that D-Light recovery knocks out right away. And Hughes solidly here up in game number 1. This could be the first game that he takes off of Marckiemoo the week.
Ever. That's right, because Marckiemoo got 2 consecutive 3-0s. And let's see if that's going to happen again. Amazing combo, already putting him so deep into the yellow. He is occupying the stage. He is extending with a weapon toss. Marckiemoo not able to find an opening in what feels like half a stock already until the sider finally gets Hughes off of him. But he's not able to set up an edge guard quite yet. Side light, okay.
Goes over the gravity
No
cancel
punish.
side sig. No
He
punish
needed
on
an
that
end
one.
light.
Side light opener, Hughes just sticking to his game plans, which is right over to the sword. End lights him off the side of the stage. Waits on the
Nice
spot
wait.
dodge. Could go for side air here into the ground pound. Goes for the recovery for the extra damage. Switches over to the great sword.
That's
Side
it.
light, end light finisher. This is going to be a 2-stock for game 1. And Hughes locked in. Marckiemoo looking a little shaky in game number 1.
He got his first game off. That is exactly what he needed. So Hughes, if I'm Hughes, finally, I got 1 game off. I can take maybe just the tiniest of little breaths, but I still have 1 to 2 more sets coming up ahead of me.
That's right, because not only does he have to win this set, he's got to win another grand final set in the reset after this, but he's looking good. The adaptations are coming through. They're both agreeing to run it back to World's End, which seems to be in his favor. He's got the Great Sword runway coming through there, and a lot of those end light finishers are knocking up the top very early. And if the end sig that he hit with the sword was calculated correctly, that game could have been even faster. So a really strong opening here for the grand final.
We'll see how Marckiemoo is able to set up what he wants most, which is always, he needs those edge guards, Taza. That's what he is always looking for. Hughes looking for the side light. No position to be able to whiff punish is Marckiemoo. Okay. Side light.
Oh,
oh my
finisher.
gosh.
Goes to the recovery, reposition for the Sair. No, he drifts too far back for the side air. Marckiemoo manages to make it back. Side light, D-Light bridge. He's been getting so much mileage off of that attack in neutral, waiting for the dodge coming through. Gets the side light, goes in for that dash forward.
Wow.
Neutral bridge to the side light. Finisher. Marckiemoo deleted in 40 seconds. Hughes destroying him here on World's End. And we're not seeing a lot of the success from gauntlets that Marckiemoo had. He got the dodge in read on the Great Sword as well. Hughes completely on Marckiemoo's
He is
head.
not able to match the damage output at this moment exactly. Well said. He now has a sight. Hughes wanted to deny him with the weapon toss, but that's okay. Chase dodging. He is moving. He is getting so close. Marckiemoo has not been able to get him out of his space. The end light comes up, but it to no effect.
The side light D-Light bridge is so dominating there on the edge of the stage. Always pushes Marckiemoo off, but not too far away, so Marckiemoo has to decide how to get back on the stage.
Side to
And
put him
then
off stage. Weapon toss. Great sword. Not a whole lot of options off stage once again, but that was a beautiful little follow-up to close out that
Yeah,
stock.
good damage coming out from Hughes as well to secure the lead. Marckiemoo now still holding on and prioritizing the site, even between stocks where he has a choice to go over to the gauntlets. Lots of end lights cutting through, but no nairs, not leading to those ladder combos that has been so popular on scythe recently. And like
And
nair,
like neutralize,
there's it
double
is there.
neutralize,
3
triple
nairs in
neutralize.
a row, and you don't get DI on those because they're not true combos. He's just calling Hughes out for what he's choosing
When
to
he
do out
had
of
no
his
dodge,
stun.
what was he supposed to do? Down and out of it, he had no dodge. Maybe
it's-
jump away and put yourself up even higher?
Yeah, you want to do that. Recovery ends up being too risky there. Gravity cancel ends could knock you out. D-Light side air. This could be
Oh
the
my
stock. And
God.
that's it. Marckiemoo off the scythe.
He's already back.
Hit 3
Off
nairs in a
of-
row and took the stock lead.
That was an incredible advantage state. That is what he does. When he sees that your dodge is gone, he smells blood in the water, but Hughes, he is still not out of this game. He
Yeah.
gets the D-Light, he gets the recovery follow-up, and now it is 1 stock apiece, and they're equally healthy.
Really important game 2 here. I feel the momentum going totally into Hughes' favor if Marckiemoo is not able to clutch. This is what South American fans need. Marckiemoo, on the other hand,
Beautiful
gets that
follow-up.
side air, falls down for that neutral air himself.
The
Weapon throw
neutral doesn't
stops
get
him.
off me. That was so smart. Oftentimes, you don't see Great Sword swing out of disadvantage, but that's exactly what he needed to get back on.
Yeah.
He gets the end light. Marckiemoo gets the call out with the recovery. Tries to go through the double and doesn't find it.
I like the movement there from Hughes, though. Dash jumps back and forth, gets one down air, neutral light there as well. Side light, waits him out, but gets the nair on the way back down to the stage as Marckiemoo not able to get the grab that he's looking for off that nair. D-Light side air edge guards him. Hughes could take the 2-0 lead here.
Oh, but he dodges on.
D-Light.
He misses the end light, and as a result, he gets hit by the neutral. He picks up the sight. We saw how effective it was last time. The weapon toss, the end light, he was not able to pick it up in time. The neutral doesn't hit either.
I think the only thing that would knock out here is down sig. It might be too soon to go for that, but Marckiemoo might risk it.
The dodge was beautifully timed. If he did it too soon, the side light would have lingered and it would have hit him still. They're both jumping around each other.
Yeah, Hughes has got a lot more options to knock out than Marckiemoo has. Marckiemoo needs a few more hits.
Oh, gosh.
End light sends him on the left side of the stage. Marckiemoo has not been a very signature-heavy finisher here at the Gauntlets.
Love the fact that he didn't dash in with his weapon toss. Hughes dodged past that. He was ready to punish him. He's controlling the ground, but he landed the side and Hughes is able to take this game too.
Okay, Hughes had a very strong set for the reset, a strong argument for the reset here now. Going up 2-0 there is really, really important. Marckiemoo was adapting, but it wasn't in such a way where I feel like it's like, okay, now every game is going to be in Marckiemoo's favor. Hughes ends up getting that last stock there. I would really like to see Marckiemoo take a few more risks. There were moments there on that edge guard where I was like, man, Mordek's down sig's really good. You can let that one rip. You might need to go for it. I haven't seen him do that. We see the signature count for both players here very, very low, and with a 0% hit rate on both sides. There's 3 special moves used that entire game.
But also something I wanted to point out, Hughes was swinging out of disadvantage against Gauntlets, which is really important. Gauntlets does not have a lot of disjoints, right? It's up close, it's a close quarterly combat weapon. And so, oftentimes you want to mix up between, dodging out, doing nothing, and then swinging out of disadvantage. And so, we are seeing the switch here. Oh my God.
Balloon Boy has made a surprise appearance on the stage. Just kidding. It's Marckiemoo, but it's Deviljin, Yellow Deviljin, right? And so that's about as Balloon Boy of a fan as you can get with your loadout here. As we're going into game number 3, it's going to be bow and gauntlets for Marckiemoo instead of scythe and gauntlets. He's feeling like the scythe wasn't doing it against Hughes, and he's got a game to play with before the reset to see if this works. And Marckiemoo seems to be in a situation here where he's going, okay, my gameplay with Mordex isn't working. I'm going to start looking for alternative picks, and you're shaking your head, and I'm thinking the same thing you're thinking.
Everybody in these game 3s and game 5s, where is your character confidence? Everybody has been switching off today.
Shattered by Hughes. Hughes is literally crushing the character confidence out of everybody that he fights.
But I felt like that was so doable with Mounir too, but it's okay. We have Zariel. Maybe he will be able to evoke the spirit of Balloon Boy, one that would win against Hughes though. And so we'll just have to find out how this goes. Marckiemoo left weaponless. Hughes just able to land mostly safely, avoiding the sidelight and getting a couple of hits in. Neutral, GC sidelight, recovery, but still not enough.
Yeah, doesn't get the knockout. It was a great reads there. Gets the down 6 stacks. Nicely done. Takes him off the top of the stage. And maybe we'll see just a little bit more signature liberty here because the character's different, right? Deviljin, not the most common pick in singles outside of Balloon Boy. It was mainly like, okay, Cross has been nerfed too much. We're playing it in doubles now. But still, a solid pick in singles sometimes nonetheless. And Marckiemoo showcasing a little bit of Deviljin's signature kit here at the beginning of game 3. Recovery will even things up though.
So active. That's great. And so the switch to bow, I think, is actually quite good against Greatsword because that is one of the weapons, specifically with D-Light, that you are able to contest a lot of the grounded options. He's still going to be sticking to the gauntlets, though. You're able to get the GC and Light, not able to get the N-Sig follow-up and use whiffing a side light. Marckiemoo gets a very quick little punish, and now the game is just about as even as it can be.
I think the argument for bow here is a strong one. D-Light, I think, does better than any other move in the game dealing with Greatsword's range and punishing Greatsword's openers. But we've seen him mostly focus on the gauntlets anyways. Here's the bow, goes over the downlight there. It's really good at being able to punish the positioning that Greatsword players like to go for that sidelight opener. But if he's airborne like that, getting copy of the landing, sidelight, D-Light, sidelight's going to do it.
You have to be so careful with the way that you go for bow downer because it has so much end lag. Hughes is up an entire stock. He is up 2 games, and he is poised to make this bracket reset unless Marckiemoo is able to pull a fast one. So, gauntlets on hand.
Again? Yeah. He tries to go for the same stack thing there. Hughes is not going to give it to him, at least not on Greatsword.
But that's the edge guard. That's a stock.
Yeah.
Back in it, Taza.
Marckiemoo has a chance to get on the board against Hughes, a player he originally was 6-0 against, and now is being beaten by so hard that he switched over to a different legend pick than the Mordex that he's had so much success with this weekend. Pocket Sand comes through.
Excellent, because he was out of space. He had nowhere to dash back. He had nowhere to be able to avoid that amazing advantage state. N-Light as a get-off-me option. GC D-Light to get back onto the stage as a burst option. The bow to be able to go ahead and manipulate his movement. The GC sidelight doesn't come out. He's sweating. The D-Sig, he gets a game with the switch because Hughes overextended.
Okay, and I think the big thing that's coming out from here is that what Mordex does not have that Zariel has is a stacked option to punish. Be able to take him off the top of the stage. Low ceiling on Brawlhalla does get banned out by Use this time. Doesn't want to go back there for game number 4. But what Marckiemoo changed in that game wasn't much. He had the bow for a good amount of damage. The gauntlets played similarly to the Mordex, but as opposed to before, where we saw one signature being used again. We actually saw Downsig reliably knocking out when Use tried to cross him up.
Now going to Lions here, do you think that that's still going to be as viable of an option?
No, the ceiling is twice as high as World's End, and that was something that we were talking about in the original set between Use and Marckiemoo, right? Where a lot of the knockouts were sidelight recovery coming up from the gauntlets. As Use has been able to adapt against Marckiemoo's playstyle, sidelight recovery has not been connected against Use on the gauntlets. And so Marckiemoo is now relying on Deviljin's unique signature kit here with the Downsig. But we have to see if that comes here into play in this game. Puts out the bow Downsig there. Gravity cancel D-Light means he has no dodge, but Use doesn't get a punish onto it, and Marckiemoo is a little bit behind.
He's been using it too many times. That's going to be the call out with the GC D-Light into the N-Sig as well. I was about to point it out. He used it so many times to try and get back on. The D-Light into the recovery. Enough to knock out off the top. Use, he is playing amazing.
Yeah, and this is a very hard lead to come back from. Marckiemoo was keeping it close for the majority of game 3. Use now here on the Greatsword. If he finds one more sidelight opener, he'll get that D-Light bridge.
So difficult to get a follow-up off of sidelight, but
spike angle.
Okay, it puts him off stage and he gets it again, and I think that's going to be more than enough to be able to KO. Really good spacing. That felt so evocative of like Moirek Scythe D-Light, you know, what he did.
Yeah, but you're just covering that upwards angle. You get that spiking knockback as well, and because it's not doubles, you don't have to worry about somebody interrupting you during the animation of the attack, which is usually the biggest weakness. And Use just drifts off to the left because he knew he had no resources back to make it back after the double N-Sig connects.
Nice neutral.
Nair to chase dodge, was low on jumps, but still managed to make it back. And now D-Light is on the table as an approaching tool, but Use is just too close for Marckiemoo to be able to set up.
He slides off with that D-Light. He puts himself off stage, catching the cross up with the N-Light as well. Marckiemoo wanted a dash land. Instead, he ended up dodging onto the stage, and he got punished for it really quickly.
Whoa.
Fully committing to the ground pound, just so that he kept himself safe. Use dropping the punish, not able to get the true combo into the sider.
Surprised that Marckiemoo was playing off the right side of the stage for so long with how much damage he was taking. Use now a dare nair away from getting this knockout. That one is not going to do it, but the next one will. Neutralite could have gone for the N-Light finisher right away. Just avoid the bridge entirely. There it is.
Yes.
N-Light opener, N-Light finisher.
He's not dodging immediately because he's waiting for the bridge.
It's been a Use staple for most of the weekend, halfway through a set most of the time.
Yes.
Because he puts out so many sidelight D-Lights that the N-Light is catches people off guard a lot of the times.
Oh my gosh, the D-Light able to actually outspace the beautiful stuff. The N-Sig so safe. Use tries to cover the landing. That time he was successful. Recovery, neutral. He wants to be able to take this all the way. And Marckiemoo, I cannot believe the weapon toss didn't connect. Can he make it back onto the stage? And the answer is yes for just a second, but not for long enough as Use takes the game, takes the set, and now we have one last set.
That was 618 damage to 238. That's, he tripled his damage there. You take away the Downsig knockout option by going to literally any other stage than Small World's End. I think you got yourself a counter pick that's not going to work. We're here in the grand final reset. Marckiemoo dropping his first sets to Use in the weekend, and Use could even up at the head-to-head as Marckiemoo is now back over to the Mordex for game number 1. This is the final set of the weekend. Winner of this will be crowned the Autumn Royale champion. Here we go, game number 1 between Marckiemoo and Use.
And this is what I wanted to see. Look at the confidence that he has when it comes to sight, because he hunts down his opponents. So I'm glad to see that the Moirek is back. I'm glad that the Zariel was put away, because I felt like it was still so doable.
Yeah, although arguably in grand finals, the Zariel has more wins than the Mordex has been able to pick up. So let's see if Marckiemoo has made the adjustments necessary here to be able to take out a game. The Mordex coming through, many sidelights not leading to recovery, but this is the best Marckiemoo's looked so far in the set.
Oh, he gave him so much space, but Use overshooting and then catching that cross up as well. The recovery, KOing off the top. This is an amazing lead to open off with. He is only in the yellow, and how does Use bring this one back?
We'll have to see. It could just be that Marckiemoo gets his one World's End win.
Okay.
It takes him away.
Recovery. That's what happens when you start jumping out of it.
Yeah, recovery tries to go through once again. Weapon throw stops the recovery from catching Marckiemoo on the landing. N-Light waits for the dodge. Another N-Light coming up here. Gets the sidelight instead. And now D-Light's on the table for being able to go for a good
dash jump ground pound as well. Use only able to get a neutral off the GC. D-Light as well. Going for, oh my gosh. He was able to get Use behind him. The sidelight.
Side sig.
Yo.
Yeah, wake up, gravity cancel, side sig. Marckiemoo playing a little more confidently with his character, considering that the signature kit was mostly nowhere to be seen.
Sidelight recovery, amazing. He was able to get the stock, and now once again he is back. His confidence with the Moirex is back.
Yeah, it's interesting to see such a reset in mentality and momentum going between one set to the other. A lot of the times these tend to spiral, they snowball out of control in favor of the person that got the win. Here, Marckiemoo seeming like he's leveled up to a completely new opponent going into game number 1 of the resets.
This is where legends get made. This is where you go from a good competitor to a world-class one, which is, do you have the mentality? Do you have the stability? And he's able to catch the dodge. He's going out there with the GC sidelight. He wasn't able to get the full follow-up, but he keeps on swinging and landing on top of Hughes.
Yeah, recovery from Hughes breaks the pressure a little bit, but Marckiemoo been relentless with the gauntlets. This is what we saw in Winners Finals, was Marckiemoo's gauntlets against Hughes completely destroying him. Gravity cancel, sidelight, the double sidelight recovery comes through, nods his head and goes, okay, that's what we like to see. And that's 577 damage at 216, doubling the damage there in a very quick game 1. And we had talked about that set earlier on, or talked about that the way that he finishes those sets earlier on with those recoveries.
Yes.
Right away, Hughes' first ban was World's End.
Yep, he does not want to go there. He does not want to get KO'd off the top again. But this Hughes was not being allowed to play the game that time around. Marckiemoo, he stayed on top of him, and he executed exactly what he wanted with both weapons. If he gets a neutral air, can he get multiple neutral airs and finish it off with a recovery? If he gets a gauntlet sidelight, does he get a follow-up? If both of those are yes, then he wins the game.
So we're going on Fortress of the Lions. I don't think we should see World's End anymore for the rest of the set as long as Hughes is playing his cards right. Just leave that stage banned and don't pick it when it's your turn. Meanwhile, Marckiemoo on the board, 2 games away from being the Royal Champion. Has the recovery on the scythe, looking for the end light opener, the weapon throw and the gauntlets. Wants to get those sidelights, gravity cancel sidelights into recovery, but use
so aggressive.
the sidelight delay bridges.
He kept his dodge. He kept his dodge. He knew that he would not be able to get a finisher. Okay, he's landing so safely. He went through the D-light. He played as floaty as possible and delayed his landing.
Dodges the weapon throw, cancels the dodge into a sidelight. You immediately get your finisher there, extra damage into the knockback.
And immediately sends you off stage with that angle. The NSIG still going to be able to KO off the top. Hughes has a gentle lead. Now the question is, can he attain any extra credit? Oh boy, he is leaning in.
That's a classic. It's a Brawlhalla classic to go for the haymaker there with iframes. Doesn't work out, and Hughes ends up getting a ton of damage on him. When the weapon throw is the end light bridge.
End light, that's still not going to be enough. Hughes is off stage. He has used up so many different resources, but he plays it nice and safe. Marckiemoo does not commit off stage quite yet. He dodges in past the side A.
Oh, these silent D-lights do so much damage. Silent recovery will get through though, and Marckiemoo waiting it out and pivoting the recovery to catch Hughes drifting to the left to be able to equalize at 2-2.
He's looking for the call out. He's looking for the neutral air, and he's not able to find it quite yet. The sidelight whiffs. Hughes not able to find an end light of his own, and people are just fighting for the first big neutral win. But he is off stage. He has so few options now.
Oh, what's it going to be? D-Light Sidelight? Okay.
I cannot believe D-Light is that big.
Oh, on Gauntlets? Yeah, you are. It's like the hidden pocket sand move of Gauntlets, right? Like, Jayun actually has it with the side stick. Meanwhile, Gauntlets just have to slam the ground. And the sand is usually what's comboing into the chase dodge recovery right afterwards. Nair comes through, gets hit by that sidelight. Okay, that's going to be the end light finisher.
He had no platform to go to. He was out of stage. He used up his dodge, and Hughes did exactly what he does best. He makes the most out of his disjoints, and he says all of this is one big hitbox, and you are not safe.
Yeah, and that end light finisher has been so reliable for Hughes after he conditions Marckiemoo with tons of sidelight D-light bridges. Falls down that side air. Went for the end light finisher that time around. Marckiemoo ends up falling out of the combo, but that time Hughes almost gets the dodge and punish.
Yes.
That recovery coming through, not going to hit just yet. End light opener.
So many openings, and when you get so many openings, it is inevitable you find a hit. But he gets the recovery, he gets the KO, and this is definitely doable for Marckiemoo.
Yeah, this could be Marckiemoo bringing it to match point. Gets this to be up 2-0 in the grand final reset. Hughes, however, is trying to even things up. Nair hits, goes for the chase dodge, but Hughes drifts to the right. Weapon throw gets punished. Nair combo comes through, and Hughes has now brought Marckiemoo solidly to the red.
Wow, that recovery is huge. He whiffs the neutral air, and that was a gentle opening. Neutral air, recovery. He puts himself off stage. He committed. He lands back onto the stage. Down in neutral air again and again and again.
Nair.
Can you land?
Oh, Nair would knock out now. Neutral air would knock out. End light. He loves the double end light as the finisher. He's so reliable with that, and he only brings it out at the end of sets.
Why does that work? Well, so oftentimes people are looking to dodge the finisher. They're not looking to dodge the first hit. They want to be able to avoid the three-piece. And what happens is you hold on to it, and they immediately go for either the neutral light finisher or the side light finisher.
Yeah. And end light finisher as a move this year is different than Great Sword every other year, but it's been competitive because the angle of knockback is so much more reliable than the ceiling.
And he's taking advantage of it.
And Yu's playstyle has adapted quite well around that, right? Mounir talked about how Yu's have been practicing ever since the last Royale to prepare for this one in just that way, and his Great Sword really reflects it. Marckiemoo, on the other hand, is now here 1-to-1 against Yu's, opening up very well with the gauntlets. Doesn't get the read with the Nair, however, and Yu's is over onto the sword. I'm sure he'll be throwing that away after one clean hit, so they can go back over to the Great Sword, which he's been dominating with all throughout the day.
That's right, Marckiemoo, he needs to be ready to adapt to those two pieces. But right now, he is off stage, and Yu's able to just space out that D-Light, but unfortunately, no follow-up.
D-Light recovery off the top of the stage, though. Goes for the Nair. Marckiemoo does not go down from the knockback. Not strong enough to be able to get the early stock.
Those happen once in a blue
moon. It's
moon.
by Sidelight Nair. Sair. Weapon throw here could force the dodge. Gets the Nair. That's going to be it for Yu's first stock.
Beautiful. He was able to go ahead and clean that one up. He got nice and close, and he took advantage of that recovery. And now Marckiemoo, he has sight. Yu's with no weapon. You can't really contest that. Otherwise, he could sometimes eat a neutral. Okay, he puts himself off stage with the sidelight. He's being nice and patient. Marckiemoo is fishing for this neutral. He wants to use off stage now.
Marckiemoo not even enough damage here for D-Light recovery to knock out. An early neutral sig might be a good read, but it's not going to take the stock either. Yu's also opting to stick with the sword for the majority of this game, which I think is what's giving Marckiemoo the edge. The Nair catches him into the down air. Another Nair.
Oh, he's so patient.
Gets the recovery, but no, Yu's manages to stuff Marckiemoo's recovery there. Yeah, the patience there was incredible, but Yu's was even better. Ends up making sure that he can make it back to the stage and maybe even equalizing the stock here. D-Light recovery's on the table now.
Oh my gosh, he just barely dodges past the D-Light. He's able to get in there. The GC sidelight recovery, but the ceiling is up too high. Not able to shatter it quite yet, though. But Yu's will be able to finally
This was
find
World's End.
the
I think the game would be over yet already because of how much Marckiemoo's had Yu's off the top of the stage there. But no, Fortress of Lions counter pick working really well for Yu's.
He said enough. He said, stop leaning in, stop going through those end lights. They're just not going to connect.
Yeah, Yu's doesn't get the end light opener there. Sidelight would have been nicer, but Marckiemoo manages to find his own side light, gets to the platform, dash lands back to the stage, avoids that sidelight with perfect spacing and punishes with his own side light. Another one comes through, doesn't get the recovery read, but it's only a matter of time before Marckiemoo is able to knock out.
He needs to either overshoot or he needs to dash in, dash out to be able to bait something, okay?
Doesn't hit. Uh-oh.
Huge with punish.
That could be the finisher here.
But he slides off the stage.
All right, Yu's looking for that sidelight opener. End light's on the table.
Recovery, gets the reversal, and all of a sudden, what was Yu's advantage state when he had all the momentum has suddenly become the stock lead for Marckiemoo. He wants this game so bad, Taza.
I said it was on the table, but I don't think the double end light will knock out just yet. He needs a little bit more damage, and now he's opting over to the much more easier to finish with sword. Neutral sig tries to go for a jump read, but Marckiemoo just dashes right past it, and that is a huge combo. 5 hits coming through. Nair after the side air, gets another Nair into the recovery. Yu's can't make it back to the stage. Marckiemoo goes to the side of the stage with a down air. Edge guard from the weapon throw, goes to the D-Light ground pound, doesn't hit it.
And the sight, he set it up for later. He's able to get the ground pound. He tries to use the GC N-Sync to make it back on, and he gets it successfully.
Okay, so the gravity cancel neutral signature gives him the enough time for the dodge to come back up for Yu's to make it back, but Marckiemoo is one solid hit away from taking this game 3 and bringing it to match points. Weapon throw forward, goes for the, could have gone for anything there, but doesn't opt to take the risk.
Okay, gets decided. He has Marckiemoo off stage. Can he find this edge guard? And the answer is no, he cannot. He makes it back on. He goes through the weapon toss as well. He's dashing in. Look how confidently he is playing when he has a lead.
D-Light gets
and
light,
that's
light.
stock.
Okay, Yu's has a small chance here to avoid going to match point here in the grand final reset. We just got off the back of a strong 3-1 victory in that first grand final set.
Good choice.
Marckiemoo is now a stock away.
He didn't go to pick up his weapon. He almost grabbed the dodge. Yu's on Greatsword can make it happen, but Marckiemoo, he just needs that one hit. He needs recovery. That's not enough because it was just
he needs recovery
the stage.
Above the stage is what he needs now. Although I think beneath the stage might even knock out at this point too. Yu's no damage, neutral
and
light.
Is that going to KO? Yes, it will. One game away. One game away before Marckiemoo potentially finds his first land victory ever.
2-1. Needs one more game. Yu's trying to fight to bring it to that game 5. Really tense set so far. Adaptations both way. I'm really curious what Marckiemoo was able to do in between the Deviljin games and then this reset, because he looks completely different than what
he looks like a completely different player.
In set 1, right.
He is leading and he is extending all of his combos, all of his follow-ups. What is so scary about him is when he gets that neutrality on somebody when they have no dodge. I have not seen anybody be able to push the advantage that far.
So we're really pushing the map counterpick meta here, right? Most likely World's End was left open. We don't want to go to World's End, but we got rid of all the single plat maps.
No dodge, once again.
So we're on Miami Dome.
Oh my gosh, use.
So this is also unique in the sense that you need 2 jumps to be able to get to that platform there. So a very odd map when it comes to their punishes. And Jane's one of the few characters that can reliably punish that with his neutral sig.
Yep.
But we haven't seen too much from that this game. So we're going to find out how this plays out here as we're match point. Marckiemoo versus Use. Winner of this will be the Autumn Royale champion. And Use is trying to bring it to game 5.
Okay, he's able to land. He's able to get the end light, the side light as well. Neutrally. Look at the way that he is dashing. Look at the way that he is moving. And Use trying to swat him away. Dashing back, not going through the full finisher. That's already a few times that he has dodged out. Use setting up a juggle. Is that going to be it? Yes, it will be.
Okay, Use steals the lead here in game number 4. 1 hit away, though.
Oh my god.
I thought he was 1 hit away. That neutral sig was amazing. A little extra charge maybe would have gotten it, but now Marckiemoo has to work that much harder to be able to finish off this stock. Sidelight comes through.
Wow.
That's strong enough with the strong hit to be able to send him off the right side of the stage. Now 2-2.
2-2, and that lead that Use has built up is now gone. Marckiemoo with Scythe on hand. What is he going to do to deny Use of this weapon? He is staying put. He is threatening with neutrality because you have seen what he can do once he gets that 1 hit.
Yeah, good patience from Use, however, just to wait for Marckiemoo to throw a preemptive attack. Once the Nair came through, Use crossed him up, picked up the Greatsword. Now they're fighting Greatsword versus Scythe, but the Scythe Nair sent him off stage. Good job getting right over the threat zone. With the down air, almost combos into the weapon throw. Falls to that down air, can't catch him just yet. Use avoids the second Nair, gets the Nair on the way back to stage, but that end light side air will send Use off the right side of the stage and keep the damage close.
He saw the side light, he used that as an opening to get back on. Use, you need to be able to connect this hit. He whiffs the end light, and as a result, Marckiemoo, he is just running all over this game right now in terms of momentum. Use, you have to find a way to be able to fight back. He recovers in the wrong direction. He fades away. I think he just wanted to drift back and accidentally pivoted it.
Oh, Gauntlet's picked up. Can he get the side air? Ground pound, risky choice there. Doesn't get punished. Both players miss spacing and they're not ready for their moves to miss. Sidelight recovery, dodges up to dodge it into the wake up neutral air to almost take Marckiemoo off the top of the stage. Doesn't go for the finisher there. End light, double end light's on the table.
We need to see the punish on dodges because he keeps on dodging out and he keeps on just dodging in place.
Dash jump in, but Markiemoo's recovery is faster. Greatsword can't do anything that fast off of the dash jump in. That'll beat that, so Marckiemoo is now 1 stock away from being the champion.
And now you gotta get anything here to close out the stock. You have Sword, you want D-Light, you want End-Light, you want Cider, you want even a neutral. Maybe the second one would be able to hit the recovery. Gonna be whiffing. Use, you have to find the stock. But, oh my god!
That was almost it. Use, reeling back, manages to hold on just barely. Marckiemoo almost gets a knockout off the top with the double silent recovery. Now really putting the pressure on with the gauntlets. He's trying to end the set here and now. End-Light sends him flying off the side though, and Use is saying it's not over yet.
He is dashing out, he is dashing in. He's able to get the GC sidelight, and Marckiemoo still yet to pick up a weapon. The neutraler is able to KO. Use can make this comeback, but all you need is just a couple of good, strong hits. You have seen his damage openers. He needs to get the dodge lead. He keeps dodging out. Can he find it?
One there. Goes in, gets the silent opener, but doesn't find it. Marckiemoo gets a sidelight. What else can he find? Waiting for the landing. Use uncharacteristically playing towards the sky. Goes for the recovery. Marckiemoo hunts him down with the gauntlets.
No neutral follow-up. The GC sidelight out of disadvantage. He mixed him up.
Oh, and now Use is getting the damage in sidelight. No recovery afterwards. Marckiemoo not letting the recovery's rip. The last one can come through. That's it.
Oh
Marckiemoo beats Use in the grand final reset and is your Autumn Royale 2024 champion. The first Royale that he ever shows up to, gets to the grand finals on the winner's side. Almost goes down to Use, but manages to beat the reigning world champion and the best player from South America to be able to hold the trophy and be the champion here at the Autumn Royale today.
He played amazing. He played so well. He has defeated so many people in his path, and he has made short work of them. He has only lost 2 sets this entire weekend. One of them was to Balloon Boy, one of them was to Use.
What's the leg? I forget things very rapidly.
I mean, listen, I also have early onset dementia sometimes.
There's been a lot going on this week, and I've had to keep up with a lot, Flambeau.
It's okay, because now we're here.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, brawl!
That's what I'm talking about. The crowd joining in for grand between Vem Tanquilo and Marckiemoo. I don't know why I said it like that,
because
but they're going off.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you just gotta put a little style on it, which is fine. Okay, yeah, the Knicks. This is definitely a choice. And it's definitely a good way to start off the set. Something new that Vem Tanquilo hasn't had to face against him yet in terms of Marckiemoo pulling his legend out. And so far, he is absolutely, oh, that was so close. He was almost able to convert a very early stock against Vem Tanquilo.
Okay, let's see here, but that Knicks defense, that's what we're talking about here, going to be able to be a boon in Marckiemoo's corner. Vem Tanquilo trying to hang on, throwing these down airs, try to get back down. Marckiemoo is looking so good to start, though. Hold on, these blasters might work out for him. And the turnaround with the recovery as a counter poke, and if anything, that has to be one of the boons that you get with selecting blasters as well. I know Hammer has a similar thing where if they try to go for a recovery and they miss or they do it at the wrong time, you can reversal them and KO them extremely early.
Absolutely, that was an early knockout. Marckiemoo trying to extend that damage that he is putting on Vem Tanquilo. We're seeing another Nair. Weapon throw down, gonna mix up a little bit. Vem fighting back unarmed. Marckiemoo with the dare. Ooh, the down sig gonna send Marckiemoo out of here. And we are all tied up.
Okay, now let's see. Vem splits the chakrams in half here. Is trying to go in, goes for a recovery. That's not going to connect. The reverse Nair into the recovery. You can see he's throwing out a lot of hitboxes, but Marky kind of being a little bit more pinpoint here. I mean, already has a decent chunk of a damage lead. One D-Light recovery might have enough juice. Maybe needs a little bit more damage first. The raw recovery's enough at that height, I guess. And just like that, Marckiemoo soars into the lead. And this is the best I think it's ever really looked for Marckiemoo outside of that one cross game he had earlier on here. Hold on. This Nyx might be the answer. He goes for the end sig. Oh, that would have been disastrous for Vem Tanquilo. There's so much momentum in Marckiemoo's favor right now that I think he's just having a hard time slowing it down.
I do worry though, like it's the answer right now, but just like that cross, is this the two-set answer?
Yeah, that's the question, right? Like, I think he needs to start to get his wins early and then go from there.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of seems to be his game plan here. Just kind of come in, hit Vem Tanquilo hard and fast, and try and sneak out a game or two as early as he can, and then try and figure something else out to be able to scoop that other game up.
Okay, now let's see. They're trying to go ahead and get this down light. That's not going to be enough. The side light is going to hit, send them to the left side, the weapon throw as well, and then he gets the weapon throw to the side, and off of the backboard. Marckiemoo secures game one with the Nyx swap.
Very well done indeed. Okay, so we're obviously going to try Nyx again. That's obviously going to be what we lock in on. And see if it's kind of like how it did with Cross. If, you know, we can sneak another game out of here, then like we said, then Vem has 3 games he's got to worry about, while Marckiemoo has those 3 games to fish around and figure out something else that's going to work.
Yeah, which is good, right? You need that bit of a buffer, right? We're going to Western Air Temple here. We're going to see if that's going to work. And maybe, just maybe, it might here. We're getting a little bit of spacing from Marckiemoo. I mean, granted, we saw what happened the last time they went to this stage. And it wasn't a great time for Marckiemoo. I think Vem Tanquilo does really well with these platforms. But I think Marckiemoo, at the very least, has some momentum on his side and has a little bit of wiggle room now. Oh, no way. Oh, it's not enough force on this legend. Even though she hits really hard, but oh, the side sig would have been disastrous. Has to burn the recovery to get back. Vem Tanquilo used that to convert into a little bit of a punish, but that's it.
Yeah, didn't find a whole lot from that at all. Things are still pretty close here, even with all this onslaught from Marckiemoo. Another Sayer is going to send Vem back up off the stage. Vem finds a way back up. No, he caught the...
Oh, it dropped off the last hit. Yeah, and then we got a traversal from Vem Tanquilo. I think Marckiemoo kind of messed up with the drift there at some point and allowed Marckiemoo, or rather Vem, to fall out, but that's okay. He's not too far behind. Tries to go for the Ensig read there, but Vem Tanquilo dodges down, and look at all this damage.
Oh my goodness. Vem opened it up right there. At least a 16-piece off of those chakrams, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Like, he hit him so many times, I lost count.
Sometimes you got to get dinner for the whole family.
Right, I swear.
Oh, the D-Light there is not enough. Marky needs at least one more. Might try to falling Sayer in the corner. That might have enough juice on it.
Vem, the weapon's over there. There we go. Marckiemoo's going to go ahead and Sayer him out, tie it up. But Marckiemoo is about halfway through that second stock. Vem got some good bonus damage off of it. You see Marckiemoo set up with the blasters here. Reached over with a dare, got another one. Vem with the whiff. Marckiemoo Sayering back, keeping the distance. I don't know what he was accomplishing with that neutral sig, but it was a huge whiff.
Oh, he didn't touch the wall there. We've seen
How many
third time today.
How many many times is Marckiemoo going to SD in this tournament? That, I mean, I don't know. That might be the $1 million question.
Well, you know, and the tough part is that Marckiemoo's doing a lot of legend swaps, right? And so with these different legends, you get different speed stats. That means your ability to drift left to right is going to alter with all these different legends. And if there's one that you're used to, probably Mordex, you're going to feel like you're touching the wall when you're not.
All right, so we got a pretty important question here once we see how this rolls out, because if the Nyx doesn't work, where do we go? But then again, this Nyx might work.
Just drop the guillotine on him with that down sig, and now we have ourselves a match. Can Marckiemoo go up 2-0? He needs as much wiggle room as he possibly can to try and make the comeback. Vem Tanquilo here, though. Can he do the losers qualifier into winning the entire Royale?
That's nuts.
Oh, the side sig's not enough.
He wants that neutral sig so bad.
Trying to chase, he goes real deep out there, throws out a down air as well to try to cover himself as he's coming down. Vem Tanquilo looking for the final blow and has a conversion here. Wow, I'm surprised the recovery's not going to connect, but gets the down air here. Marky's just trying to fight for his life to get back onto the stage. Vem Tanquilo one down sig away, potentially one recovery setup. Not from down there though, needs another hit. That recovery's gonna miss. That gives Marky an opportunity to get a weapon. Goes for the end sig, and it's not gonna connect. Vem Tanquilo getting game number 2. But honestly, I don't think that game looked that bad, considering that there were platforms this time around.
Yeah.
And Marky was still able to bring it down to the final stock. Yes, he was looking a little rough toward the end as far as like damage numbers go, but now he has at least a little bit more leeway in deciding, all right, well, I can ban out some of these stages, and at the very least, I have to go to like Fortress of Lions or Apocalypse or something, right?
Miami Dome.
Or I guess APOC isn't around these days.
Yeah, that's true. Looks like we're going to go to Miami Dome. And
I don't know about this. But I mean, Vem picks. So.
Yeah, Marckiemoo is going to stay on that Nyx pick.
Nice try.
Oh, yeah, it was. He really wants that neutral sig so bad.
Yeah, that recovery needed to hit there for Marckiemoo. Otherwise, he was definitely going to be edge guarded by Vem Tanquilo. And he's trying to keep him in the corner. These side lights are not connecting. Gets caught by the down air. People just not quite used to getting out of harm's way with that one. It's just a unique move. And just like that, these conversions from Vem, so hard for Mark to deal with.
This Vem is not slowing down. There we go. Finally, a dare is going to put a stop in that force from Vem Tanquilo. He was racking up so much damage here. Is now both of these players are about in the knockout range. Who is going to be the first to strike? Marckiemoo. Gravity canceled D-Light into Sayer. Another Sayer with the fadeaway coming down off the stage. Vem Tanquilo gets a dare, picks him, peels him up off the stage. Side sig's gonna send Marckiemoo all the way out. Can he get the confirmation right here? The Sayer is not gonna be enough. Weapon throw out. Got it. Gravity catches D-Light into ground pound.
Yeah, great spacing from Vem there, right? Goes as far right as possible as he can from the wall before going for that turnaround gravity cancel D-Light. I was worried for a second there that he may have dropped the edge guard, but Marky not able to get back and down his stock yet again. But at least he has a dub on the board now with this Nyx. But right now it's not looking great. I'm looking at the way he's getting minced up. These down airs are really one of the biggest problems, I think, for all the players today in terms of trying to deal with the weapon. It just, the reversal potential is so high, right? It's so high. And then when it does succeed for the other player, they get a pretty decent chunk of damage for it and superior positioning because they carry you all the way to the top, and they're always going to land before you do, so they get to threaten the juggle again.
Vem threw that sword away so quick. He wanted nothing to do with it. Marckiemoo hitting his shots, literally threading these blasters so well around Vem Tanquilo right now. Oh, there we go, but Vem fighting back, went a little too far to the left off of that dare, and Marckiemoo finally gets to feel that neutral sig and get the stop.
And that's what it's all about with Nyx. You're gonna whiff so many of those neutral sigs throughout the course of the game, but as you start to develop and understand your opponent's dodge habits, when you get one, it's all you need to swing the tide of battle.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, he's going for it again. Vem being stuck on the sword.
Oh, and this is exactly what Marky can deal with swords. Marky knows that weapon. Yeah, Vem trying to get away. Marky not gonna let you do it for free. Now he has a chance to get that shotgun in hand, and that was the fuse shotgun recovery, but it wasn't enough to get the stock. And look at this lead from Marky. We're going to game number 3, man. Ain't no shot. If Vem makes this comeback happen, I'll eat my words, but trust me, so much damage has been done from Marky at this point. Wow. I think he's gonna get the stock here. Let's hope Vem.
Yeah, he might get it.
The recovery's not enough.
On that bounce.
And then Marky comes with the recovery, eats another recovery for his recovery, and now Vem brings it down to final stocks. But I think you got to get like a cheesy chakram recovery off the top or something, or alternatively, just get one juggle and convert that advantage state to a scenario where Marky never lands is the only way you really come out on top here. If you're Marky, he goes for the super potent weapon throw, right? Where like you have to keep it in mind the entire time, and just like that, one-sider brings Marckiemoo one step closer to potentially getting a Grand Finals reset.
Oh my goodness, well, we're gonna find out. I think, I mean, honestly, this is gonna be game 5. That's all that's happened. This is gonna be game 5 before we get if we get a reset or not. This is gonna come down to the wire. Every single game in top 4 thus far has been a game number 5. And I don't see why this would be any different. Look at the face on the crowd. Everybody getting hyped. 2-1 brawl. Here we go. Small terminus.
Okay, now let's see. Can he do it? I mean, Vem Tanquilo we're going to the tri-platform stage this time around. Don't know that we've actually seen Marky try to fight Vem on this stage layout before. And so maybe he's able to do it, but Vem, I mean, look at the way he's piecing up my man Marky. Marky, you got to get out of there, brother.
Oh, and he's continuing to put that pressure on him. The other side like going to connect. Misses on the neutral sig, and Marckiemoo finally going to be able to take the driver's seat a little bit.
Let's see. I mean, Nair's coming out from Marckiemoo. He's trying to get some sort of something going. And Vem Tanquilo in a hot pursuit. I mean, one more good string, and he'll be able to convert into a nice little recovery off the top. Has a sword here. And the end light, I don't think Marky touched. The weapon throw should seal the deal. Goes ahead and locks in that first stock.
That's
and Vem Tanquilo with a pretty decent lead here.
Yeah, that's a good stock. He needed that. Okay, Marckiemoo is going to be able to go ahead and get the scythe in hand. Misses on the neutral sig. Vem Tanquilo has those chakrams back in work, though, and oh my goodness, you see just the resetting of the jumps, being able to get all of those attacks out with the sweat beads just flying off his face.
Okay, let's see. Come on now. Bang.
Dare is able to go ahead and stop it.
Recovery is going to be the KO off the top. All right, Marckiemoo bringing his stock count to even. Has a lot of damage to make up for, though.
Yes, he does. Vem desperately looking for a weapon. Oh, the unarmed Sayer is going to go ahead and give him the space he needs. Marckiemoo looking for the neutral sig.
Spike?
Oh, he tried to throw the weapon all the way underneath. He almost got it, too. That would have been so clean. But Vem, what are you doing? Imagine. Marky, hold on.
Pretty much brought this one back. The recovery's not going to be enough for Vem Tanquilo. Trying to go ahead and, push this lead a little bit further here, but Marky's been answering back and exhausted recovery, land, jump, recovery, right? He's throwing them out. He wants Marky to run into one, but Marky's being really good with his ground and movement now.
Okay. See what he can do. Is anything off the sword? Marckiemoo unarmed. Staying out of the way. There we go. And the recovery is going to go ahead and take him up top. Marckiemoo on his final stock. If he can get something going here, he could reset this bracket right here, right now. If not, Vem Tanquilo is going to push us to a game number 5.
Yeah, well, hold on, Marky. I mean, good string so far. Has a good chunk of damage. Tries to go for the reverse there off the lip of the stage. It's not going to connect. Good spacing in the reversal as well. And we saw that happen in an earlier game where Vem Tanquilo tries to go for a little bit too risky of a recovery. And Marky's able to punish it with his own and gets the added little benefit of being that high in the sky to make sure he secures the knockout. And now things are as even as they can be.
Oh, absolutely. The fact that he's been able to come back from this very devastating lead that Vem Tanquilo had, and the movement on these blasters is looking fantastic, Flambeau. Marckiemoo has got himself in a nice little rhythm, and it looks like Vem is freaking out a little bit.
I mean, the crowd's popping off every time Marckiemoo lands a singular hit. Listen, bro, it will start getting to me. I mean, the screams will be hitting me at my core, but you got to lock in, brother. This is your chance to potentially be the champion, and this is how you swing back. He gets a pretty decent string here. Oh, the reset as well with the down air, but Marky actually didn't burn his dodge on that last one, so he was able to use it a little bit later. That's not going to knock out, though. We have a lot of defense on Nyx here. Goes for the read. Oh, that barely, just narrowly didn't miss, but that down sig from Vem Tanquilo is going to make it go to game numero 5.
Did you see Marckiemoo's eyes bug out of his head at the end of that combo?
Looked like he said zoink, Scoop, the way his eyes popped out of his head.
Oh, my goodness. All right. We did not expect anything less than a game number 5 because that's all we have had in the top 4 of the Winter Royale. And here we go. We're getting ready. as we're going to load into a game number 5, Nyx versus Priya. He did rock the Nyx the entire set.
The entire set, man, and this 3-2-1 brawl, potentially the final 3-2-1 brawl of the night. Does Marky make the reset happen? Does Vem Tanquilo send them home? And we're on a flat stage for game 5. Yeah. This is where Marky was able to get his dust before, gets the read with the NSYNC as well, and he's able to put him on more pressure. No, he goes back. He says, I'm gonna grab a scythe. I'm not gonna overextend. I respect the decision. This is your game 5, your potential last chance.
I mean, neither one of these play. Well, Marckiemoo does. He wants another 5 sets. But Vem Tanquilo most certainly does a nice job of staying out of the way of the side sig off of that side. But Vem gonna go ahead and chase him down. Marckiemoo now back onto those blasters, which has worked out so well for him.
Okay, the recovery from Vem Tanquilo. Marckiemoo dodging diagonally, but still hasn't been able to land. Gonna touch the wall to refresh his options here. And now he gets the reverse down off the corner. The weapon throw is not gonna connect. Needs to get an edge guard here. Vem Tanquilo covers himself with the chakram weapon throw. And now we're back into the center of the stage. Vem forces him to the right.
Oh, he wanted a side sig.
Okay, side air. He's disarmed as well.
Nice punish from Marckiemoo.
Oh, a little slow on the conversion. That would have worked, I think.
Oh,
there we go. Oh, he doesn't go for the chase dodge recovery.
Might as well. Okay, let's see what kind of edge guard we have here for Marckiemoo. He's going to back up. Vem Tanquilo going to get underneath him with that arm recovery. Sword in hand. Going to go ahead and hit the neutral. What can he do?
Gets onto the stage. The gravity cancel goes for the Sayer, and this one's going to have enough punch to it to secure the knockout. And here we are, Marckiemoo with a very slight lead here, but you need every potential advantage you can get when you're in this position. The pressure is high. You have to make it happen now.
Yeah, absolutely. There is. Oh, okay, and there we go. Has Marckiemoo on a second stock, kept things very, very close. This is going to come down to last stock, a game of 5, just like everything has today thus far. Vem Tanquilo reaching in, whiffing on the side light. Marckiemoo also going to whiff. Vem Tanquilo going to go ahead and piece him up 4, 5 hits, taking him all the way up to the stratosphere, almost to the blast zone. Marckiemoo is not able to touch the stage.
Oh, yeah, and this is where the chakrams can feel the most oppressive, right? The advantage state is so severe. How do you get around this? Finally gets down, but he doesn't have a weapon. Where's the spawn going to be? Right in the middle. He spot dodges through to pick up a pair of blasters, but is it a little too late on the second stock? How does he land? A D-Light gets a guaranteed into the NSYNC. Wait, if he gets this edge guard and the ground pound, he lets it rip. That's how you bring a game back from the brink of despair, and Marckiemoo is 1 stock away from forcing the grand finals reset.
All right, see what he can do though, because Vem can get this right here and keep things very even, but no, Marckiemoo is all over him. Oh,
and he gets the D-Light on the right side, goes to an N-Light for the conversion, and now Marckiemoo has it. He has it, and can Vem stop this momentum? No. Marky goes for the recovery, it's not enough. He needs 1 more D-Light. He gets the down air, that's not gonna be enough. How does Marky convert this? It looks like we're going to a reset slow-mo, but we'll see if Vem can hang on.
I mean,
he's not getting out. We got a grand finals reset here. Marckiemoo forcing Vem Tanquilo against the wall now. Now we're all on the elimination side.
He gets a standing ovation for me, Flambeau. Well done. I mean, both these players, more so Marckiemoo in the situation, but just the mental strength really does just blow me away sometimes. I know how frustrated I get, whatever game I'm playing, how things can bother my mental and make me play worse. And just these players' talent of being able to stay locked in, not let anything phase them is super, super crazy to me. But here we are. We got a fresh set between Marckiemoo and Vem Tanquilo, and we are staying on the Nyx Priya.
Okay. Let's see. D-Light there is probably going to be some of the most what do you call it? Going to be some of the most sword gameplay we're going to see for a little bit here from Vem. But I mean, he's able to hang on and rock with the best of them. Marky going to go ahead and try to, hold his own here. The D-Light's going to miss. Vem Tanquilo once again putting him in this precarious situation where he's trying to get down, scoops him in, sends him up again. No, goes for the down air. And here we go. Now Marky once again struggling to get down. Gets around the chakram down sig. Oh, tries to go for a harsh read there, but it's not going to work.
Oh, nice weapon throw. Yeah, that was great placement from Marckiemoo. But now he's going down again. You guys at home counting, that is the 4th SD from Marckiemoo.
He's shaking his head. He's tilted by that. But it's fine, because despite the fact that he's been self-destructing so much today, he made it to a grand finals reset.
You're not wrong, but that is the 4th SD so far from Marckiemoo just during this broadcast. It has been very painful to watch, especially when he's trying to do the impossible and knock out Vem Tanquilo as he takes him all the way up to the top. Okay, Marckiemoo back down. We're going to settle things down back in neutral. Can he find him up in the air? Yes, Vem Tanquilo coming down with that huge dare. Oh, there we go. The string coming out of Gin. What can Marckiemoo find? There it is. D-Light into a recovery. Not quite enough.
Yeah,
Lambo.
needs a little bit more juice. One more D-Light to go ahead and secure things. But at this point, he's been lapped. He's trying to hunt down Vem Tanquilo. Tanquilo's just getting all that extra damage in. But Marky does find a recovery out of disadvantage here and has a chance to make up for the damage deficit. Here's a start. Oh,
Yeah.
the read.
Yeah.
Good damage here. Oh, he goes for the down air, but he doesn't get the chase out diagonally enough, maybe. But it doesn't matter. Look how much damage he was able to rack up in that one exchange. And he's routing more. He's getting more.
He's looking, oh my God.
It's a tie battle at this
The
point.
flow state is real on these Marckiemoo blasters right now. Them kind of starting to, kind of got in there and broke up that momentum just a little bit with that recovery.
Oh,
But
it hits.
Marckiemoo, no, you're gone.
Do you like ground pound?
Oh,
No, he goes off for the twinkle toes, expecting Vem Tanquilo to run away to the right side, and Marky's probably loses the stock here. No, you see right there, that could have been a guaranteed conversion to the sideline to the D-Light on the Chakram, but Vem never goes for that. We only really saw Sandstorm going for that conversion. Either way, he's able to secure the knockout, but Marky not trailing too far behind.
No, not at all. And, you know, as far as I'm concerned, Marky has the advantage right now, being able to get that reset, has that momentum going in his direction. Vem Tanquilo, oh, he thought about going over and getting that edge guard in unarmed, but decided to go back, get that scythe in hand, be a little more safe about it. That is going to connect. Vem needs a weapon so bad that Marckiemoo is going to go ahead and starve him out. Very smart indeed. But Vem Tanquilo fighting back unarmed, fighting back unarmed.
Oh,
that's
Marky
a call,
answers
what
back.
a call
Yeah,
out,
but that was a
bro.
lot of damage he got on arm there, I'm not gonna lie. And he's waking up with a side sig. The side air has just enough damage on it. I didn't think that was gonna be enough to KO, but you know, side air has kind of like different hitboxes on it, and he was able to get him with a straight horizontal one that's kind of on the bottom edge of that hitbox. So now Marky has another chance. We've seen him fight back from this kind of position before. One end sig could be the end of the game for Vem Tanquilo, so he needs to be careful to make sure he doesn't get chained off stage.
That is a
Wait, oh, you gave him a huge opportunity here, bending your dodge like that, Vem. But Marky doesn't bite. He doesn't feel confident enough. Here we go, 2 hits. He's racking that damage. He's not getting punished either. Great dodge from Marky as well. He's trying to get further away. He wants to be more on the horizontal plane, but Vem keeps choking him down, or chasing him down, rather.
Another dare into Sayer. Okay, oh, he missed the recovery and gives Marckiemoo another chance to try and make it happen here.
Wow, the drift.
Yeah.
Okay, Vem Tanquilo is able to secure game number 1. All things considered, Marky did have an SD in that game.
Yeah.
Was still able to bring it down to last stock. Similar damage ranges, right? I mean, like, he's able to do this. Vem Tanquilo, I feel like really right now, the pressure's all on you, right? I mean, you made the last chance qualifier. You came through on the winner's side. You got to game 5, and then you got reset on, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of pressure weighing on you now. But the one thing you do have in your corner is that you got game 1. That means you have a little bit more wiggle room. Even if you lose here, you still have 2 more games guaranteed to play.
Okay, there we go. The dare coming back down the stage.
Nice. Oh, ooh, interesting. I like the attempt of the conversion there from Marky, going for a big value, right?
Trying to shock Vem Tanquilo a little bit here at the beginning of the game, get a very early stock lead. Vem chasing him all the way up, going back down with the dare. Marckiemoo needs to find a way to get back up on stage.
He's defused down there. Oh, into the D-Light ground pound. Taza is out there somewhere saying, thank you, finally.
Oh, that's rough, that's rough. All right, Vem having a very good start to this game, about a 40-second knockout on to a Marckiemoo.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, man. Needed to charge it maybe just a little bit longer. You had the read, right? Oh, and look at the turnaround here. Things are once again starting to look dire for Marckiemoo. He was able to make the reset happen with the Knicks. But is it possible that this legend has run out of steam?
Yes.
Does he need to find another pocket pick?
I mean,
Does he have the time to?
He better do something, because Vem Tanquilo is picking him apart in this game number 2. It was very close in game number 1. Marckiemoo was making the comeback.
Oh,
but
no way.
Vem has got it figured out. He's figured out the spacing, especially on that nair. He's able to punish it every single time. Weapon throw up. Oh, he didn't have a
too
chakram
slow.
still. That's
Yeah.
all right. He's still fighting. He's not afraid to fight on arm. Look at it. Oh, my goodness. He's locked in. He's locked in.
Kind of knocking the wind out of Marckiemoo's sails there. Vem Tanquilo looking like he might be going up 2-0 in the set here. If Marky has to make another reverse 3-0, I mean, that's just a lot. You know, that takes a lot of energy out of somebody. This game's not over yet.
Why'd you do that, Vem? He would have been able to make it back, I imagine. but he's still in a very good spot. I guess he kind of figured he went for it. He had that one to burn anyway.
All right, Vem, at this point, you're just trying to get your extra damage in. You have a whole other stock to play with. Oh, but Marky going for big value yet again. Oh, but Vem's going ahead right with the reversal. It's not going to quite work here. Marky needs to get hits unscathed, right?
Yeah.
Like, he can't be going for these trades now against Vem Tanquilo. He needs, if they're going to have, you know, trades, Marky needs to be on the higher end of it. He doesn't have that much more health to work with
And
here.
even that's running out for him.
Trick shot, not going to work. Oh, and the fuse to go ahead. Tries to go for the down air, doesn't hit, but at this point, Marky's taking so much damage.
Yeah.
You know, he's trying his best.
A little early.
Vem's patient.
Yeah, Marckiemoo was trying to work that side, that neutral sig in there again. Oh, Vem caught it. Went down for another dare. Recovery is going to go ahead and catch Marckiemoo. And
got
the
hot.
side sig is going to, and Vem Tanquilo is one game away from being your Winter Royale champion.
Yeah, uno más for Vem Tanquilo, right?
Yeah.
You just got it. One more.
Uno más.
One more, and you are the Winter Royale champion.
From the last
from the
year's
LCQ.
Yeah.
Using the newest legend and the newest weapon to boot, right?
Yes, yes.
Marky, the last hope to stop Chakram, the last hope for North America, has to figure out an answer. Once again, sitting there, you can see him looking at the character select screen. Who is going to be my ticket into forcing a game number 4? Some are saying in the crowd, play Mordex. Does he go back to the cross? Does he even want to still play Blaster?
He's looking at the crowd.
Right? Like, what is the answer here? You know, he has one AirPod out. He's listening to the people. You know, he's like, you know what? I got to pick something. I think he's made his choice. That face looks like someone who's locked it in. It's going to be Diana. He's channeling the spirit of Balloon Boy.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Bo. We have not seen Bo into Chakram yet.
No.
All right, here we go. Potential last game of the tournament. Marckiemoo versus Vem Tanquilo. Vem Tanquilo needs one more game to be the Winter Royale champion. Marky trying to make the reverse 30 happen, and so far not looking too great. Goes for the gravity cancel NSIG. It's not going to connect. Goes for the falling nair. That's going to hit. What is this bow going to do? Teach me something. Learn me something today, Marckiemoo.
Yeah, this is a choice. I think it could be a smart one. I mean, the Nyx was not working out regardless. That ship had done sailed. It was over. It was done with. Vem Tanquilo was all over that. I don't know if it's the bow, if it's specifically the signature kit off of Diana's bow is very.
It's really good.
Yeah. It's,
No. And I know everyone's sitting there saying, oh, the commentator's so biased. Listen, I want this game 5 to happen. That is not conducive to that happening. That's all I'm going to say. Also, nobody likes seeing us talk and take it like that so early. Look at Balloon Boy. I said Balloon Boy. I saw Diana. I said Balloon Boy. Look at Marckiemoo fighting for his absolute life. Was looking pretty decent in the beginning, but got a pretty nasty turnaround. And just like that, the not particularly high ceiling of Small World's End lending no favors to Marckiemoo here. With one stock. Not only does he have to be a living legend, he has to do it multiple times in a row.
Yeah, this is the Diana did not work out. I mean,
we don't know yet. We don't know yet.
Yeah, you're right.
Until I hear Remix say game, I don't know yet.
You're right. I'm sorry, Flambeau. That's my bad.
It's looking real bad, though.
I know. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. No.
But we'll see. I mean, Vem, once again, getting all this damage off of these nairs and exhausted recoveries. Balloon Boy, oh my God, Marckiemoo can't find a hit here, man. It's tough. And he can't separate himself enough from the horizontal plane either to really threaten with side light or D-light. And so just like that, just getting carried to the top blast zone. I mean, Marckiemoo trying his absolute hardest, but now he's in the danger zone. One more strong hit, and that's going to be it. And I think Vem Tanquilo got this one, man. One more strong hit. The side air isn't enough. He's trying to get his way back to the stage. No dodge. And Vem Tanquilo is going to be your Winter Royale 2025 champion, saying the Chakram cannot be stopped today.
Wow, what a match, what a grand finals, what a weekend. I thought Marckiemoo was gonna be able to do the impossible flambeau. He got that reset. It was looking so good.
It was looking good. It was looking good.
It was looking so good. I mean, I think all of us kind of wanted to see him be able to get it done against Chakrams. You know, players aside, I just think we wanted to watch Chakrams lose, and that's fine, that's fine. It's Vem Tanquilo, Vem Tanquilo.
Vem Tanquilo is going to be your champion, and doing it from the last chance qualifier as well, right? This wasn't someone who was in the top 2 from South America that got flown out. We got Carlito giving him a hug right now. That's what we're talking about. Vem Tanquilo, look at those hugs, man. Yeah, he's so proud of his boy. I mean, you got it right. This is Vem Tanquilo's moment.
That's awesome. That is awesome. He definitely deserved it. He fought. He fought really hard.
He did.
I had to watch my wording right there. He fought so hard this weekend. He didn't listen to the naysayers. He didn't listen to the hate. He said, you know what? I'm gonna play my Chakrams. And there he is as he raises that trophy over his head. Congratulations, Vem Tanquilo.
Because I'm like, that has to be his first LAN win, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you gotta savor that moment, right? Like, there's not many people in the history of Brawlhalla that get a chance to hold a trophy at a LAN like that in first place.
He's never podiumed, bro. He has never podiumed. He has 10 top 8s, 20.
Like Marckiemoo's vertical weapon toss up and then hitting the neutral air. Did he do that on Use?
Yes.
Okay. He hit the neutral air on Use and then falling, hitting him on the head and sending him down. But it's time for the grand finals. We got Marckiemoo versus Godly. We're going to be getting into this one very shortly. Here, this is it. We're in it, baby. We're starting the grand finals of the Spring Royale. It's Godly coming from the winner's side of the bracket and Marckiemoo from the elimination side, already putting out about 60 damage that quickly.
Great start for Marckiemoo. Got him with the nairs and snares. He's going to need that because once again, he's on the elimination side of things. He has to win a best of 5 and then win another one. Godly, he's got a scythe of his own. Sidelight.
I wonder if we're going to be on World's End for every single game in this set. Godly just retreating back to the stage, going over Marckiemoo's head as the recovery came out from the gauntlets. Recovering low, hitting the gauntlet recovery, KOing off the top.
Incredible plays. I did not expect Marckiemoo's recovery because he went straight into the ground pound of Godly, still prioritized over it and ended up getting him that first stock.
Now coming in with the scythe. There's the sidelight, sending Marckiemoo over to the edge. There's the he just instantly tries to wake up out of whiff lag, or really out of hit lag there, with a GCD light from Marckiemoo.
Weapon was still active. Godly with a wake up, gravity cancel down light. This time it's going to be the down light, gravity cancel, neutral heavy. He's going to tie things up a little bit.
What's he sticking with? It's going to be that orb. You're talking about all of the orb work that he was doing earlier with this weapon from this legend. Sidelight, nice. The turnaround recovery that gets through the spot dodge from Marckiemoo.
Dodges away, trying to disengage against Marckiemoo. Ooh, dodges through that recovery there. Now Marckiemoo unarmed after that weapon throw. Swapping orbs.
Just a little bit too high for that side air, or that sidelight to pick up. Marckiemoo gets above it. There's the punish.
Oh,
nice stuff.
He still dodges.
I can't believe he didn't get it with the swing from the ground pound. Godly now going to take the lead after that.
Godly now, like you said, with the lead. Pick of weapons, tries to follow up off that weapon throw bounce. Throws up. This time it's a scythe. Ooh, was expecting Marckiemoo to go above him. That would have been an instant KO.
Oh, he's still able to pick up the scythe after that. The point-blank weapon tosses. Godly is running this game. There's the recovery, sending Marckiemoo off screen. The weapon toss goes high, and that is it. Game 1, starting things off big for Godly with a 2-stock.
Convincing finish there for Godly. Man, whatever happened between round robin and double elimination, Godly, he figured out everything. Was able to put out 504 damage in that one. Marckiemoo, I mean, neither of his weapons were that big of a factor. What's up?
I really thought he was going to get like the bottom swing or like the back swing
of that ground pound.
of the gauntlet ground pound to make a connection. Inlight Nair tries to follow up with the Sair. Meanwhile, Marckiemoo does like the same thing, but he just gets the Inlight.
Oh, caught that dodge down, tries to keep it going, doesn't hit that side air though. Ooh, dodges through the neutral signature. Okay.
Still hasn't really found where to use that neutral signature. He obviously missed the one in the previous game, and then this time Marckiemoo was able to get through it, got around it, punished it as well. Marckiemoo just fighting his way back to the stage. He dodges through that D-light coming out from Godly. There's the in-light, goes in for the weapon toss.
Godly gonna dodge up and away. Marckiemoo was expecting the down dodge, so he went for the double side light. Godly with that stock advantage.
On-up side light from Marckiemoo. Oh, okay.
Not gonna work. This will down light into the ground pound. Marckiemoo gets the hit. Didn't take too much damage.
Going back over to the scythe. Godly going to be looking for the next weapon spawn. You see him retreating to the right side. Oh, he gets caught with double in-lights. Oh my gosh.
That one wrong dodge from Godly, and Marckiemoo got so much off of it.
Dude.
Even had time to swap weapons. Keeps the pressure going, hits the side air. Godly off stage, but he still gets the wall touch. He's going to keep the stock alive.
Dude, it's like Godly spawned back in. It's not technically a clean stock, but Godly spawned back in. He did the same thing, man. When you can farm Twitter clips as consistent KOs in a tournament at this level in grand finals, come on, man, you're different.
Just built different. The golden child himself, Marckiemoo, currently sitting on 2 stocks to the 1 of Godly. Godly rips him off the stage, hits him with a side light recovery.
Oh, that's it.
Clash out. That's big.
That's tough for Godly, and that's a 2-stock going the way of Marckiemoo. Answers a 2-stock with a 2-stock.
That's a good way to shake off that game 1 loss, is to win with a 2-stock in game number 2.
And we're back to seeing those low damage numbers. 328 from Godly and only 437 from the winner of that game, Marckiemoo. Look at that. Godly losing that stock in orange because of it.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more scythe play coming out from Marckiemoo.
Yeah,
he held
definitely.
it for 52% of that last one. Was able to put out 282 damage. If he can find that scythe momentum, that's what is going to help propel him into a reset.
Dude, in-light, try to hit the turnaround. He got the turnaround side light and then went for another side light. Almost got 4 unanswered moves real quick.
Yeah,
once this game started.
He's being very patient, trying to get that dodge out of Godly so he can go for that big extended string with the nairs and sares. Swaps over to the gauntlets for the edge guard. Misses the Sare, though. Disarms him.
Dude, he hasn't been touched yet.
Oh, can't get the second recovery. Misses the downlight.
He was on the verge of a clean stock before he whiffed that downlight and got punished by Godly, but still, the in-light's gonna KO. He got hit by a single unarmed move from Godly.
Marckiemoo in a great position. Okay. Oh, went for the wake up there.
Nice backdash, dude.
Marckiemoo was ready for it. Dodges down through that recovery. Godly, I don't think he's going to hit too many more recoveries unless he changes up how he's doing it. Those reversal recoveries just aren't hitting against Marckiemoo anymore.
Weapon control still in Godly's favor. He's able to take away that weapon spawn, grab the orb, again stripping the field.
Okay.
Try to play a little bit of pinball there.
Optimum
again.
damage.
Still hasn't found the neutral signature connection that he wants to get a KO.
Marckiemoo gravity cancel haymaker to get the wall touch, but Godly with the punish, going to take that stock away, but Marckiemoo got great damage onto Godly.
Yeah, you're going to be stuck there for a while if you do a gravity cancel side heavy. Again, with the down heavy off the stage, Godly is not falling for it, but by going for the side heavy and just using it for movement and not getting a hit, that's going to be a free punish for Godly. Like, he's absolutely ready for that.
Ooh, caught him dodging down. Marckiemoo still manages to dodge away, though, because he landed down. That time, he'll hit the recovery.
Marckiemoo still definitely in the lead. Only about halfway through this stock as Godly grabs the next weapon spawn in. Comes in with the orb. There's a 2-piece, 3-piece from Marckiemoo. Dodges through the side light from Godly, hits the turnaround side light of his own. There's another side light. Goes for the GCD light again off stage. He didn't get stuffed this time, but he does get hit by the ground pound. Evening it up.
The ground pound caught him out, and that is going to be a stock, like you said, evened up. Final stocks here. Godly didn't take too much damage before he was able to close that one out. This is actually a really good spot for Godly.
Oh,
the dodge.
D-light over the corner or no? Nothing.
Side light recovery, going to whiff the recovery. Godly with the side light.
In-light, not enough damage to KO like he did last game, but another one that's going to get the interruption.
Side light recovery, not enough.
One more recovery's got to do it. No, I lied.
Misses the downlight. Godly gonna back away. He's got the orb.
Oh, this is
Not
scary.
quite inside light side air territory just yet, but he's close. Doesn't get the recovery.
Marckiemoo's not going to waste his dodge. He risks the side light into the neutral sig.
This is the side light. Godly with the turnaround side air. Doesn't even put Marckiemoo off screen. Marckiemoo, though, double exclamation point. They're playing that footsie. Oh.
Yeah, he wasn't in range. He did the spot dodge, and he wasn't in range. Did the D-light. Marckiemoo now up 2-1 on Godly. One more game, he gets the bracket reset.
He wants that reset. He's gotten the momentum right now. Can he achieve it?
Godly looks no different from any other set in any other moment that we've seen him today. There's the in-light that KO'd. Yep, we're going to stay on Small Worlds in. Oh, Godly's dropping over to the Taros.
This is what he did against Hughes. It almost worked. Now we'll see if it works here and now against Marckiemoo. Can he deny the reset? Gets in, gets that nair. Stomp, side light. A little too early for the stomp.
It's so
There
much
gets the
damage.
recovery.
He's already put out so much damage.
Nice recovery, but wasn't ready for any follow-up off the bounce. Nice. That's a great punish for a whiffed side light. Ground pound guarantees the KO.
That was a signature that he basically didn't use earlier when he went up against Hughes and swapped over onto the Taros.
Ooh, missing the down airs, though. Nice. Oh, okay, goes for the N-Sig. Godly stays low.
Insig a little bit of a bold move, like you're in perfect D-light punish territory. If you're going into Axe, but there's the ground pound to send him packing on the bottom. Oh, he almost got the backswing of the dare. Didn't come out in time. There's the D-light. Juggle potential. There's the in-light catching the landing, the weapon toss.
Ooh, went for a side light there, but Marckiemoo with a fantastic string just putting Godly into the blender.
The in-light sends Marckiemoo over. He knows Marky's going to recover low.
What's the edge guard? Down light, the weapon
toss.
Marckiemoo still picks it up. Godly, stomp, side air. Marckiemoo down to his final stock here in game number 4.
And that's the weapon toss that I was previously talking about. Like, that's the one that players throw up above their head, like, just for safety.
To protect themselves.
And if it falls, it lands on someone and interrupts them. But, like, Marckiemoo, the way he was using it previously was, like, so cheeky compared to that.
A little bit of a misinput there. That neutral light on the ground likely should have been a neutral air.
Godly with a nice lead. He's chunking with the axe. Is there going to be weapon toss down? No, he actually recovers to go even higher. Actually going off screen.
Dude, Marky is 0 for 4 on those gravity cancel downlight recovery attempts. He still managed to get the stock off of Godly, but he's hurting right now. He needs a big string. Gets him off stage.
Is he going to get it?
Down it!
No way! Oh my God! He did it!
Oh my God!
Dude, no way. How many hits was that?
That was like 4.
It was like 4 or 5 or 6.
It was like side light, gravity cancel, downlight, dare, maybe a second dare.
Oh my gosh, dude. I don't care about the rest of the game. Just show me that part, man.
Marckiemoo with the reset off a fantastic scythe play.
Dude. That's literally what Sandstorm was talking about in his interview. We don't get to see it, unfortunately, because we're getting into this after that 3-1 grand final reset in favor of Marckiemoo. Holy cow.
I don't know how, if you're Godly, how you go back to this map. Like, how do you not just ban this map out and say, you don't get to do that?
I mean, he's still Taros on this map, right?
Okay.
We very well may see some Taros shenanigans on this map.
Bounces. Ooh, doesn't get the recovery there. Downlight, side light.
Oh, he moved away just to get away from the GC side light after the weapon toss. Weapon toss goes high for Godly. Is going to be a ground pound.
No,
it's just a down air.
Yeah.
That's enough to do it.
We are in our second best of 5 now. Both of them on elimination side. Whoever wins this set will be our champion here for the Spring Royale.
Godly swapping his axe for another axe just to keep Marckiemoo weapon starved. Wow, he actually went off stage with a D-light rather than committing to the weapon spawn. That means Godly's going to be able to grab it.
Stomp doesn't get the scoop up there. Marckiemoo, and just to get away, hits him with the down signature, throws forward. It will KO.
We've seen a lot of forward throws
on that signature today, specifically from Marckiemoo, way more than we normally see. Normally we see them like use it like right on the corner, and then they turn it around and throw it behind him for the KO.
Nice. Caught him with a neutral air. Doesn't hit the down air, though. Doesn't hit the down air. Godly's got down airs of his own.
She's going to be on that platform. There's the dash in D-Light.
Oh!
Yup.
He was looking the wrong direction. That axe toss in his eyes, and it's going to be the hammer side signature to put Marckiemoo down to his final stock here in game number 1.
Marckiemoo pressuring off stage, then going really high. There is a weapon spot. He grabs it. There's the side light. He goes for the jump side air after, but Godly stayed grounded.
Good spacing there coming out from Godly.
Yeah, you see him hit like that side air and then immediately retreat, so Marckiemoo can push forward. He can punish with like a D-Light or something.
Ooh, misses the stomp there. Marckiemoo with a fantastic jump gravity cancel over it. Hits him with a neutral light. He needs to get this stock. Godly sweat beating, but he swings on his way down, hits him with the down air.
And there's a side air! 2 stocks for Godly.
Man, Godly responds back in kind. Like you said, yeah, Marckiemoo's got some shenanigans, but so does Godly with the hammer. Gets him with stomp, side light, and then falling side air.
Dude, the falling side air in that position is so devastating. Like orange or later, and you're evaporated. Like you're gone. They're gonna knock you right out of your shoes.
Okay, Marckiemoo not wanting the shenanigans. We're gonna go to Demon Island here for game number 2.
Man, I feel like you can still get like Taro shenanigans here, just because his strength is so high.
I feel like you can say that about any map.
Yes.
Okay, just double checking.
When your strength is that high, yes.
Recovery coming out from Marckiemoo. He is getting the good buildup of damage here onto Godly. Oh, a little bit of a clash out there.
Man, there's a lot of runway here for the movement legends to play around. Nice catch on the land. He gets the 3-piece and the KO off the top. Less than 40 seconds for that one.
Throws away the gauntlets. It's all about the scythe play here against Godly. Ooh,
nice pickup.
Yeah, downlight pickup, side air. Ooh, okay. Went for an air the other direction. Didn't quite work out for him.
Yeah, I don't know if he meant to like get over more to the right and then fast fall down and hit the nair. I don't think there's time to really.
Recovery.
Okay.
Because if he hits the recovery, then he goes down after that chase dodge. Or like yeah. Especially because he pivoted it. Side light. Stomp, side light.
Dude, stomp, side light into the turnaround side air. Omega damage so quickly. Stomp, side air, sending over to the edge.
Marky's low.
Yep.
Godly respecting it. Stomp, side light again. He's chunking.
Just the backdash there. He knows it. Nice. I feel like the first time over on the right side where he did nothing, like he wanted to hit the neutral signature, but he was like, no, by the time I recognize the situation, it's too late. So then he goes and tries and force it on the left side.
Side light. Can Marckiemoo get this down to final stocks? Oh, side
Gets
six.
over.
Godly's above it.
He wasn't able to punish it, though.
Nice. Okay, chase dodge up. Doesn't swing after it. Weapon tosses from Godly.
Dude, the complete weapon starving. He's not able to get that turnaround dare.
Oh!
Oh, this is scary.
He's swinging. Okay, Marckiemoo got the weapon pickup. That was a dodge down from Godly, but Marckiemoo was not able to get that recovery. Wasn't in position. Hits the nair. Oh, the clash out after the dare from Godly.
Dude, that's what's so scary about down air. It's just throwing that out, wake up at a hit stun, and catching people with it is so frustrating if you're playing his hammer.
Another miracle moment needed for Marckiemoo. He's got the scythe. Godly currently unarmed, but he picks up the axe.
The weapon toss to get in and nothing. Normally we'd see an in-light there or a D-light. There's the in-light catching in the air. A little backdash, letting Marckiemoo get back on the main platform. Godly more focused on maintaining center stage.
Got him with the recovery, got him with the side air as well. Side light catches Godly out. Gravity cancel, side light. Hits him with the weapon toss. Godly with the gravity cancel. Side light can't get close enough. Marckiemoo, he gets the miracle play. He is going to tie things up.
Dude, you got to worry about that GCD light when it comes out. You know what he's looking for. And this time he tracked high at the end, caught Godly jumping.
Here's that final moment. Yeah, gravity cancel down light. I hit him with the recovery. When the weapon toss hits, Godly's like, okay, maybe gravity cancel side six got the movement, but it's not enough.
3, 2.
All right, going to game 3, currently tied 1-1. Who is going to be our Royale champion?
After World's End, we've been moving around on maps. Now we're over on Fortress of Alliance. We typically haven't seen that much difference of maps today from some of these sets. Nice.
No dodge from Godly, so Marckiemoo not going to do much more after that sidelight. Ooh.
Oh!
Hit him a little too low there. Marckiemoo dips really low after that whiff recovery. Oh, side sig, and that's going to KO.
So scary.
Godly got enough damage onto Marckiemoo before throwing that out there. Stomp Nair.
Nice.
Another Nair.
Double Nair, the recovery. Dude, the vertical game is so scary from Hammer. Nice! Using the soft platform as an extension.
Couldn't get
landing
that
on it
final
again.
Nair.
He wants it again.
Stomp. Ooh. Yeah, he hit that stomp weird. Wasn't sure what option to go for. Ended up going for nothing. Stomp side air this time will hit.
Dude, Godly's playing so grounded. He's really playing around that stomp game. Yep, backing up, catching the landing. Now 2 stocks up on Marckiemoo.
Juggles the weapons here. Another weapon spawn. He is in the red. Marckiemoo could close out at least this stock. Ooh, down sig and a whiff. Oh man, Godly's finding more hits. Okay,
Dude,
side sig.
Low damage Hammer hitting with a neutral air.
Nice.
Okay, finally get it. I feel like it's been a minute since we've seen a down heavy KO, and Marckiemoo's attempted it, but he hasn't actually found purchase. Finally did. But low damage Hammer, they don't keep you in low damage for long, okay? This time he goes down instead of jumping up because he didn't want to get hit by the Scythe recovery. High weapon toss. Marckiemoo just runs under it. Still gets the KO, and that's a 2-stock for Godly. He's 1 game away from winning in grand finals here and becoming the Spring Royale champion, becoming the king, baby.
This is what he wants. This has been on his checklist of things to accomplish for so long. He has not won a Royale. Europe has not won a Royale. Godly's 1 game away from doing it.
Marckiemoo taking a big breath. Putting on whatever song could potentially be the final one of his Spring Royale run here if he loses this game to Godly.
It's going to be Miami Dome. There's the weapon spawn. Godly still picks it up. Marckiemoo, immediate offstage engagement, doesn't hit the side air. One, two, got that dodge. Marckiemoo chase dodges up, expecting Godly to go high.
Already got Godly in the orange. There's the weapon toss. Now we're swapping over to Hammer. Won't take too many hits for go. Okay.
Yo, he's willing to challenge Hammer off stage.
He really wants this. Pressuring as hard as he possibly can. There's the sidelight. It's not going to take too many more hits for Godly to even this one up, but Marckiemoo
going in, trying to get that recovery. Sidelight, Godly able to dodge out, avoid that recovery. Marckiemoo going to miss his dare on his way back down. Ooh. Nice dash land into the sidelight. Didn't connect, though.
Playing it carefully.
Oh, that's an easy punish, and Godly's going to get it with the side heavy.
That was great recognition from Godly in that moment to realize that his side sig does reach up high enough for where Marckiemoo gravity canceled that. I don't know if Marckiemoo saw that side sig coming and tried to do it high enough, but it wasn't high enough. But yeah, if Godly went in for the jump gravity cancel, dude, he just does it like that.
He's so consistent with that.
He just does it like that.
4 for 4 on that up toss into the nair for the KO. Evens things up for Marckiemoo. Sidelight, looking for that nair hit. Goes for it twice. Godly able to dodge away both times. Dodges away that time as well.
Okay. Oh, he even finds the third.
That's a burn dodge.
Dude, this is huge. So much unanswered damage.
Goes for the ground pound there. Godly dodges away. Marckiemoo hits him with the side air. He's unarmed. Can Marckiemoo convert this?
He goes back to grab the weapon. That's what he cares about more than the offstage. Because when he has weapon advantage, he can grab the sidelight into the recovery and grab the KO.
1 stock left. Can Marckiemoo get that game 5? Sidelight, nair, Recovery, he's getting good damage. Godly with the axe in hand, hits him with the downlight. What a mix. Ooh, doesn't get over the corner there.
Oh, man, Marckiemoo spacing against all of these axe moves that are coming out from Godly. Just immaculate. Dude, he gets away from that too and gets the dash in light. There's the neutral air. Godly whiffs the side air. Okay, there's the stomp side air, potentially setting up the off stage.
Does Marckiemoo have the movement?
Nope.
Nope. The weapon toss will guarantee it. Final stocks here. This is the decider. Will Marckiemoo get a game 5 or will Godly be our champion? Starts off with a dare. One.
Ooh.
Needs more. Ooh. Good dodge down. Nice follow from Marckiemoo. He's going to force the game 5.
Dude, Marckiemoo's timing is so good. He's getting 1 or 2 hits, backing up for just a second. Out comes the move from Godly, and then he's right there to punish it. There it is, yet again. And there's the weapon toss to clean that one up. Those low side airs are devastating.
And good patience on Marckiemoo. I mean, you know you got to mix it up when you're playing Gauntlets. He did 557 damage with Gauntlets and 0 with the Scythe. That was all about his Gauntlets.
And he was playing a lot of Scythe earlier against Godly. Like, we pointed that out several times where he was doing the majority of his damage on Scythe, and now he's like, I'm going to switch it up a bit right here.
So many of his clutch moments were on the Scythe as well. Like, so many moments where I'm like, okay, Marckiemoo's going to need a miracle. He finds it with the Scythe so often, but that time he's like, I don't even want to touch this thing. He had it for 1% of the game and did 0 damage with it.
52% light attack accuracy on a weapon that doesn't really have true combos, or at least the true combo options, he's not using them. That's crazy.
Yeah. Assuming, like, obviously this isn't the case, but assuming he misses after every single side light, that means he's hitting all of his opening side lights. Yeah, like, his accuracy is insane. Godly going to make the swap to Fate here for game number 5. This is the determiner here. Who is going to be our Spring Royale champion?
He's going to be starting this one off with the Scythe. Godly moving back over to the Fate. He still has high strength. Still has similar strength to Taros, but he doesn't have hammer, so the damage build's going to be a little bit different.
Go to World's End. Hits him with the downlight. Godly goes high with that recovery. Marckiemoo hits him with a dare. That's a recovery stopped. Marckiemoo can't cover the wall. He comes up. Godly with a ground pound. Hits him with another, but Marckiemoo with the recovery gets him back onto the stage.
Marckiemoo with just a little bit of a lead here. Has Godly in red. There's the recovery KO off the top. After that opening, Godly might be kicking himself for going to such a small stage.
He says that, but then he hits that one Scythe and Sig and everything changes. Side light.
Nice.
Okay, over to the orb. Likely looking for a side light side air. Don't think it would KO just yet. Oh, man.
The GC inlight that high up. There's the down air, but of course Marckiemoo, he recovers low.
Whiffs the N-Sig. Marckiemoo finding more and more hits onto Godly.
And again, dude, these whiffed attacks, Marckiemoo is just ready for all of them. Oh, yet again, man.
But he'll still find the recovery. Marckiemoo with 3 stocks to the 1 of Godly. He's trying to crush that EU dream.
Dude, the 2-stock lead here in game 5. There's a sidelight side air. Not enough to do it. Didn't even send off screen. He got the dodge back on, but there's the N-Sig from the middle of the stage, sending off the top. Marckiemoo still with a full stock lead.
No weapon spawns. Marckiemoo still comes in, hits him with that side light. Godly saw that dodge come out, only hit him with the downlight.
Yeah, that low damage recovery gives him perfect follow-up opportunity with the Nair right after.
Okay, good wake up there from Godly. Gets a 2-piece onto Marckiemoo. Okay, dodges through. Oh, misses the side light though.
Nice little side kick there from Marckiemoo, giving him room to grab the Scythe. He's back in with the side. Oh, whiffs the neutral light, but Godly, he's too far away for his own neutral light to hit.
Ooh, tries to get above there, tries to get in position. Easy punish here,
that's
goes
tough.
for it. Sidelight Nair into the recovery. Optimal because he got that extra hit inside of it. Now it's final stocks here. Dude, what a clutch if Godly wins this.
That GC side sig was really bold move, especially like he's ahead, but he's not that far ahead. With a juicy play, Godly could do it, but Marckiemoo, he's standing on the precipice. It's so close.
He's missing these sidelights. Missing these sidelights, man. Okay, the space down, and he hits it! Marckiemoo is gonna be your Spring Royale champion.
Every single sidelight that came out that whiffed and didn't get punished by Godly, it really felt like it was only a matter of time until he found the one that was going to hit and then gets the follow-up after to get the KO.
I was so nervous that there was gonna be that one moment where Godly. But this is what I was saying coming into this weekend is that like Marckiemoo's been kind of like the golden boy, and it's almost like he's too good at times, right? Where it's like, okay, we know he's going to do incredibly well, but this is one of the few times where it's like Mounir, he's Lex Luthor. He's come in, he's brought in that like kryptonite, and he's showing like, you know what, maybe Superman can bleed a little bit, and maybe the audience should be concerned about what Superman's going to do.
And what is that kryptonite? Is it going to be the Tesca again? Is he going to? I'm sure he's going to be leading with that potentially. Could be doing something else, but it's probably going to be that Tesca. How has Marckiemoo adapted to that in the meantime? How has he thought about how he's going to deal with those signatures? His dad's there in the background trying to pat him on the head.
Always support. I love, okay, here's the thing that I think is very interesting is like we saw Marckiemoo come in and his dad just gave him like a little nod. Like it was very like, I don't want to mess with your flow. But now that you're seated and I'm back here, I can give you like my emotional support. I'm sending my energy, but I'm not messing with your flow.
Yeah, because right after this, I went to use the restroom. He's bringing in the Bren here. I used the restroom and I passed by Marckiemoo, and I didn't want to look at him. I didn't want to interrupt anything. I didn't want to say like, "Go, good job, man. Good luck, brother." I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want him to even know I was there, so he could stay focused on what he's about to do right now. Starting off with the gauntlets against Mounir's Bren.
Interesting selection on the side of Mounir. It was the Tesca that worked so well for him on the start of the double elimination of things, but instead it's going to be the Bren, the thing that got him here into the grand finals.
He has some room to go. Of course, he's on the winner's side of things, so he can lose this set. That means Marckiemoo resets the bracket, and then he goes again. So he has room to experiment and be like, okay, maybe this time the Bren is going to be cooking. And if not, okay, I got room to go. I got plenty of runway I can swap.
Downlight into the recovery. Not enough to KO just yet. Fortress Alliance sealing. Helping out Mounir. Neutral Sig not going to connect.
There's the recovery. Not enough to even send off screen just yet. Fortress of Alliance really high ceiling. Can be tough to KO off the top. There's a strong D-light from the wrong side of the stage.
Okay. Ooh, exhausted
man, even
recovery.
That one was low.
Yeah. Was underneath the main stage height. Gets a pogo. Both of them now in the red, looking for that KO tool. Downlight will do it. Marckiemoo gets first one.
Weapon toss goes up. Grabs the gauntlets. Throws that up so he can come back with the scythe. Going to be looking up for possibly the neutral light opener, maybe a side light. There's the side light. Goes for another one right after the turnaround in light, the defensive option. Mounir. He might struggle to find his way on top and find this stock. Is it going to be like a falling axe side air? Maybe he's just going to stack up in lights. Wow, I didn't think that was going to KO that early. I thought it would at least take one more. Going to go all the way up, toss that weapon so he can pick up the spear, move back over to that for the damage build on Marckiemoo's second stock.
Goes in. Neutral air not lasting long enough to beat out that spot dodge from Marckiemoo. Still pretty even between the two. Side light going to whiff. Marckiemoo gets more.
Man, more back-to-back in lights. Even goes for the side light after that. Expecting Mounir to be down, but he was up on that soft platform because we're on Fortress of Lions, and it's on the left side. There's a D-light. That's zoning D-light. The range on is so big.
Nice spot dodge on the side of Marckiemoo. Mounir still not able to come up just yet. Exhausted recovery not going to hit. Marckiemoo going off stage unarmed, but Mounir not going to do anything about it.
Yeah, I think Mounir was both recovering back to stage, but also trying to hit like the backside of the axe recovery. So like that was his option, and he just wanted to be safe, even though he's at weapon disadvantage, because he's also at health disadvantage, which Marckiemoo took advantage of and got that second stock. Marckiemoo only halfway through this second stock.
Yeah, Mounir maybe a little too nervous for himself right now as he's starting to just throw out some wild options. Once again, he's going for a lot of wake-ups. Ooh, once again, spot dodge. Too many iframes for Mounir.
Yeah, maybe if Mounir can just like get a little bit of a charge on it, just a frog's hair of a charge. The harpoon toss is going to end that second stock, bring everybody down to final here in game one. Mounir's not too far behind. He's going to pick up the spear, throwing away the axe again for the damage build.
Marckiemoo getting caught by a couple of neutral airs there. Downlight will pick him up. Double side air on the side of Mounir. He's finding hits.
Duke.
He's finding hits. Ooh, ground pound could have been bad.
No down air from Mounir, nothing. Going back to the stage, throwing his weapon away, not even in a way that I think would deter Marckiemoo, but he just wanted to swap over to the axe or deny the scythe. But Marckiemoo getting so close, dude. That D-Sig was wild.
There's the weapon spawn. Wants a spear. Oh, that recovery's going to catch him.
The patience to not rip the second sidelight. The down air. The shutdown with the down air, too.
Just barely misses. Downlight recovery, not enough. Ceiling's just a little too high. Mounir with the weapon advantage.
I don't know if the side air was the option there because I don't know the exact damage
He can deny. Pogo misses it, but he'll still hit the recovery, and it will be enough. Mounir going to take game number 1.
And that's a very scary thing for Marckiemoo. He does still have 5 games to play through, but when you're looking at coming into the grand finals on the elimination side and you know you have to reset, it's a lot of games you got to play through. It's against someone you lost to previously in the double elim, and then all of a sudden you're just like, you just lose game 1. And it was so close. So there's 2 ways that this can go. You can go doomer mode, or you can go like, I was this close. That means I can do it again. It's like when you get a Dark Souls boss down to 1 hit, and then he knocks you out. It's like, okay, I got there. I can do it again, and I can beat him.
But or I guess similar to many a Dark Souls boss, usually it takes people more than one more try.
Yep.
And hopefully for Marckiemoo, it won't have to be more than one more try. As right now, we're going into game number 2. It's going to be on Demon Island this time. No character swaps on either side. Side air's not going to hit. Marckiemoo with the falling there. Dangerous spot, and he can't get the wall touch.
Marckiemoo ends up falling after that so early. He jumped for the beef and ended up falling, and now Mounir only has 50 damage on this stock, and it seems like Marckiemoo's already passed him on the second stock too.
Yeah, man, Marckiemoo gave a little too much there. Okay, Marckiemoo, opportunity. Mounir still in the open air, gets him with the backswing. It's a ground pound, and Marckiemoo going to lose another stock. Mounir about to 3-stock Marckiemoo, potentially.
And this is what's really scary, because Marckiemoo is so good because all he needs is a couple minutes to try to reset the mental and get everything back to normal. We're in the middle of a set, Duke. He doesn't have a couple minutes.
No, not long here. Marckiemoo does manage to get the first stock off of Mounir. Gets in, hits a neutral light. Oh, misses the gravity cancel neutral light though. Nice. Nice. He's got to reset. Yeah, he has to come back onto the stage, and Mounir does not have the movement speed. Despite being on Bryn, couldn't drift to the wall. And we're basically even now.
Yeah, everybody's on final stocks. Mounir's dis are unarmed, so the damage build is going to really help him even things up. Going for the double D-light into the recovery. Okay.
Yeah, he burned his dodge, so you saw him kind of disengage, didn't have the opportunity to go for like a gravity cancel N-Sig. Raw N-Sig from the main stage, and Mounir is up 2-0.
Just barely had enough on that Mounir. You see him looking over at Marckiemoo. Dude, this feels like one of the fastest grand finals of all time. It's only 2-0. So things aren't over yet, but this feels like one of the fastest grand finals. Holy cow.
I'm just revisiting the analogy I gave at the start of the set, which is like Mounir, he has the kryptonite. This is the opportunity here. Our European has never won a singles event, and he could be the one to go home with the Royale trophy here if he can get one more game off Marckiemoo. Marckiemoo is gonna have to make the adjustment.
Do we swap to the Mirage for this game? I feel like you have to.
Is it Mirage time?
I feel like you either have to, or Marckiemoo needs to be really confident in the Mordex. Like really, really, really confident that so many of the things that happened last game will literally never happen again. Otherwise, I think you got to swap over to the Mirage.
It's such a tough call because you're essentially betting on whichever one you lock in. That sounded like a SpongeBob. Yeah, I was like, did he seriously lock in SpongeBob?
I don't actually know the individual lock-in noises. Okay. I know Sandy's because I play Sandy sometimes.
Is the like lasso-y sound?
Yeah. So who is that? That's the Devil Jin lock-in sound?
No, it's got to be the podium. Yeah, that's what that is. That's the podium.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The big delicious drink.
Yes. Okay, we're getting into it. Game number 3. Mounir 1 game away from being crowned our Summer Royale, and Marckiemoo going over to the Devil Jin.
Interesting choice coming out from Marckiemoo. I want to look up some stats on this Devil Jin.
Well, it does have the gauntlets, and maybe he wants the bow here as well. Hits a side light. Mounir able to find some response damage.
All right, Zariel is his 7th highest leveled legend, level 48.
Okay.
So a significant amount of time on this legend. It's not, the same as his level 100 Onyx. Or like his level 72 Kaya or 66 Mordex, but still a lot of time on this legend.
Throws up the N-Sig, expecting Mounir to go high. Nice gravity cancel downlight side air. He is getting good damage here onto Mounir. Downlight into the recovery there. Saw that dodge, able to chase in. Edge guard opportunity, but Marckiemoo disengages, wants that center stage control.
Mounir just a little bit behind in damage, but we're seeing Marky forced over to the wall, but once he gets back on the main stage, he's able to take the stock. Decent lead here for Marckiemoo.
He's playing fast, but he's playing precise. Gets in, gets that neutral air. Utilizing that soft platform for the movement, and once again comes in, hits that downlight. Marckiemoo can't get the turnaround there, so that will be the stock evener in favor of Mounir.
How do you feel about Bow into Axe matchup? Do you feel good as the Axe player?
Used to, but now Axe Neutralite doesn't jump over it.
Okay, because I was going to say, like, my vibes, I don't play Axe that much, so my opinion is, like, silly on this, but my vibes are that it doesn't feel good. And I worry if I'm Mounir playing the Axe into the Bow.
Well, again, it is a best of 5, so there is opportunities for Mounir to make a swap up, but right now, Marckiemoo needs to win this one.
Also, Mounir could just, like, clutch up and go beast mode.
Could.
Oh, big ground pound. That's going to take away that second stock.
You saw him sweat beating as well. Even if that didn't immediately KO him, Mounir didn't have enough movement to get back up safely.
Not sure what that was. Maybe a misinput the wrong direction?
Might have been. Marckiemoo slips onto the stage. Side light. Neutral light. Dodge down, but Mounir not able to read it in time. Spot dodges through, but he reads the jump, and that's going to be the N-Sig to punish. Final stocks here. Mounir, potential.
Dude.
Duke, what if he just did it? What if he just did it?
Marckiemoo, that was such a scary unarmed down air, bro. This is game 3.
Marckiemoo has the clutch factor.
He does, but he doesn't have a weapon.
What if Mounir just does it? The in-light sending over. He's going for the big plays, man. They call Laura's the risk taker. Mounir's the risk taker, too. As much as he's a chameleon and can blend in, he can also stand out, and that's what he's doing today.
Down air, nair. Final stocks again. Side sig raw, and Marckiemoo is going to make sure we go to a game 4. He's going to slow things down.
This can be the reset that he needs. He doesn't have a couple minutes, he only has a couple seconds. But that can wrestle some of the momentum away from Mounir here in this grand final set. Marckiemoo is going to have to win 2 more without losing a single one, and then win 3 more the next set after the reset.
Yeah, he needs 2 more wins just to get a reset. Meanwhile, Mounir just needs to win 1 game, and EU is taking home the trophy.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Going over to the Demon Island here in Game 4. It's 2-1 in favor of Mounir, who's coming into this grand finals from the winner's side of things. Starting off with the Axe, we have not seen a legend swap coming out from Mounir. He feels confident enough in this Bryn that it can deal with Marckiemoo's Devil Jin.
I mean, it worked relatively well. Got it to final stocks. Marckiemoo not able to get that weapon pickup in time. Stays low, gets past, gets a recovery.
Yeah, that could have been a big play there for Mounir, and all he really took was that unarmed recovery, so like not a huge loss, even though he did get hit. Again, stays low. Those neutral signatures not working for Marckiemoo yet. Mounir spot dodged the last one. D-light side air as well to finish that one up. The side light D-light side air to get the KO. And that's a nice lead here. It's about a 40-second stock for Mounir. He's only in the orange. Already picked up 2, 3 hits, almost 4 with that ground pound.
Neutral light puts Mounir off stage. Marckiemoo chase dodges forward, hits the ground pound. Gonna even up the stocks.
And I think the moments like that are the ones that like really will weigh on Mounir and take some of the wind out of his sails, where he's like, I have a nice lead here, and then in like 15 seconds, his opponent comes back in and steals that stock, and we're back to even.
Yeah, just eating that 1 ground pound and losing your stock, it's brutal. Downlight side air, down sig connects.
Dude,
another one.
It's been so long since he's
got
been
jumps.
using those. He goes for the down air. Another down air, and he takes away that stock. Marckiemoo with almost a full stock lead.
Suddenly things swing violently in favor of Marckiemoo. He's going to try to force that game 5, and his bow is looking crisp. Downlight into the recovery. Goes for another one. Mounir dodges down, but not able to get much.
Man, Silent Nair, big damage. Oh, he was so close with the axe recovery, but the overspace from Marckiemoo. He was in the right spot, and that's a 2-stock for Marckiemoo. Such a quick game.
He's feeling good. He knows it. You see him nodding his head. He's like, yep, the Zariel pick was correct. And that is going to take us to game number 5 to determine, is it going to be a reset or is it going to be an EU victory?
And we're going to see the swap onto the Teros from Mounir. He's hoping he can come in with big damage and stampede all over Marckiemoo. Both players have now made major swaps, and we'll see what the fallout is here on Small World's End, a very volatile stage. It means Teros can KO super early, but it's also going to help Devil Jin out just a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to come down to who's connecting with those side signatures. I feel like those are going to be so devastating if either one of them is able to hit 2. Marckiemoo doing a really good job staying grounded there. Goes for the downlight. Mounir comes in, spaced it right.
That was a pretty quick swap early on over onto the axe from, he's swapping over.
Oh!
All right, how far is that going to send? It's not too far. It's not even going to force Mounir over onto the wall where Marckiemoo can engage in the edge. Go almost off the top! Not enough, though. So close.
If he had the dodge, a gravity cancel down sig would have done it, but Marckiemoo gets in, gets a downlight recovery.
Marckiemoo maybe like 40% of the way through this stock, but he's up against Mounir, who's on Teros. The Stomp Sider is going to turn him red, also going to disarm him. See if Marckiemoo goes up a little bit too high. Wow, I thought Mounir was going to pull out of that as soon as he possibly could.
Oh, doesn't hit the side air. Ooh, okay. Stomp side air, that will be the stock. Likely going to stick with the axe here.
Marckiemoo was doing a good job of not just like floating above Mounir in a dangerous way where Mounir could just like jump and hit a down air and throw him off the top.
What's he got?
Get the bounce. Mounir gets back, but he goes back in with a down air. Marckiemoo going really low here. You're seeing the exclamation points. Nobody's found any hit, but he's able to get back. Swaps over to the bow. Mounir disarmed here. There's the side light. We're looking for the next weapon spawn. It's right in the middle. He's able to grab it, but he does take a hit. There's the side air from Marckiemoo. Dodge burn. That's bold.
Weapon toss doesn't connect. Mounir with that control, but Marckiemoo gets the unarmed hit, and he's going to swap over. Gets the gauntlet side sig. 1 stock left. Marckiemoo potential to reset.
There's that side sig that you were talking about earlier. Marckiemoo's now hit 1. Mounir hasn't been able to really do it. There's the axe in light. See if he can grab another one. No, he jumps. Almost hits the side air. There's the D light.
Side light, down light, side air. Wants the neutral air, but Mounir able to hit a neutral light. Goes in, ground pound. Weapon toss going to go wide, not going to hit. Nice!
Okay.
Slide charge N-Sig, final stocks here.
Turn that one around so he can reach back and grab Marckiemoo, send him into the blast zone. It's now going over to the axe. He actually dashes off stage. That gave Marckiemoo center stage, plenty of room to grab the weapon. It's going to be the gauntlets. Hits a 2-piece, but not the 3. There's the D-light from Mounir. Zoning Marckiemoo, but there's the neutral air. Trading back and forth, single hit for single hit. Mounir is behind, but he's going to be doing more damage per hit.
Oh, he's chunking. He's onto the hammer. Weapon toss connects, Marckiemoo misses. Stomp side air, Marckiemoo almost put off screen.
Is he going to go for a big KO move like a side sig here? Yes, he was, but it was an in-sig.
Recovery not going to hit. Marckiemoo disarmed. Has the bow. It's a side sig. And Mounir is the Summer Royale champion. EU's done it. Mounir was the only European to get here, and he is going home with the trophy.
Oh, a big old wet kiss on that trophy. Mounir's going to be in love with that trophy. Holy cow, man. He did it. He did it. Laura said he's not the main character. Turns out you were wrong, brother. That is the main character. You're looking at him right now. That's the hero of this story. And it's Mounir, and he did it with Teros.
Absolutely massive plays coming out from Mounir.
He pointed and said, Bryn. Bro, did you watch the last game?
Yes, I did.
You're the champion. You're right. You're right. You're the champ. You win.
Whatever you say.
Your professional career to do that, right? Qualify through the Autumn Championship and then make it to Grand Finals at the Royale. Toughest players in the scene to date. We're going into Game 1. It's Marckiemoo on Mordex versus Ahmet on Petra. Here we go, Game 1, and that's right, Ahmet on the winner's side. Marckiemoo coming in from the elimination side. He's got to win 2 sets in a row against the player who currently has an undefeated lifetime record against him.
I think it's worth pointing out about Ahmet and how new he is to the scene. Is his first top 8 was Summers, and then his first top 3 was Autumn, which got him here.
First recorded tournament in this. Where is that? All the way
2022.
So he's been playing since 2022. When was his first top 8?
I told you, it was Summers. Literally everything else. Oh, actually, that's
community. He had one, but his first official top 8 was within the last 6 months. Yeah. So that's incredible. And opening it up with a completely dominant stock over Marckiemoo. We're going into this next stock here. What can Marckiemoo do against Ahmet here? Already taking risks off the side of the stage and getting hit by a sidelight sider. Ahmet's going to go right back to covering the landings.
Okay, sidelight into the neutral air. Marckiemoo able to dodge down through that recovery. But like you said, really dominant start in favor of Ahmet. Now Marckiemoo's got to find something to respond to.
Neutral light comes through, goes for the ground pound, gets hit by the nair, weapon throw avoided. Ahmet uses that orb recovery to steer out the side of the stage and then dodge past the down light. Well played on that recovery. You were talking about how using the recovery to almost avoid space, right, rather than make it back to the stage is something that you like to see, and Ahmet showing more examples of that there. Dodges right past that recovery from Marckiemoo, and Marckiemoo cannot close out the stock. It looks like Ahmet's going to go up 3-1 at the beginning of game number 1 here.
This is a really bad start for Marckiemoo. And it's, again, worth pointing out, this is elimination, or he's coming from elimination side of things, so he has to win the set to reset and get another best of 5.
Ground pound comes through, not going to hit, was looking for that extra credit before Ahmet ends up getting that stock taken away from him from Marckiemoo. Marckiemoo was making comebacks from this position before, but this is looking pretty tough. And I wonder if we're going to see the same Marckiemoo that we saw in the round robin, where if the game loss is bad enough, does the characters switch immediately?
It might.
And that's what I was saying. Marckiemoo, if he doesn't win game 1, I worry for his confidence.
You know, that's very valid. Obviously, you can't start thinking about that now because you still got half a stock left to play with on the side of Marckiemoo.
Maybe less after this next sidelight hits. Oh, Nair comes through. Okay. Could get the stock here. Doesn't get the Nair, though. Oh. Neutralize him away. Gets hit. Nair. What else is going to happen?
Falling Nair. You can see him following the movement of Ahmet. Ground pound.
Oh, and he falls down. Ahmet goes forward, gets hit by the neutral light, sent forward to the left. Okay, Cider comes through. You might have been right. I could have been counting this game out for Marckiemoo. That is
a little early, and now it's over. Marckiemoo.
me being he might still have a chance.
You're such a curse.
Well, I keep jinxing. I can go both ways. Ahmet is now up 2-0 and is just looking very solid.
2-0.
Sorry, 2 stocks him and is up 1-0.
Oh, okay. I was like,
yeah, no.
Did I forget a game again?
No, you did not. That was a good moment. World's End, Marky's home turf.
Yeah, but it's Ahmet on a Petra. I don't know how much I have confidence in the World's End, but you know what? Comfort pick for Marckiemoo. We'll see how well it works out as we get into this game number 2.
Nair hits, goes for the down air. Could have an opportunity there for the edge guard. Gets to that side light, and what else is he gonna got here? Down air comes through. Ahmet on the Petra, not doing too much so far, but Marckiemoo at the same way just can't really get in. Okay, the sidelight siders, once they start hitting, Ahmet catches every single landing. The Nair extension to get him towards the edge, and Marckiemoo looking towards the ceiling, trying to dig deep for what could deal against this Petra.
Such a good extension for him. Ended up getting that extra hit inside of that, and I guess Marckiemoo didn't have a dodge or something, because that is not a true combo.
Oh, and the recovery goes for the end sig. Yeah. That's so sick.
Good bet.
Did have it goes for the ground pound here maybe instead? I mean, it would have been devastating if it hit. And I think your doubts on World's End are starting to really show why you have them, right? Narek is going to hit there. Let's see if he can get it. Narek again. He's low on jumps. But he gets the side on the way back to the stage and then picks up the orb.
Trying to get that unarmed. Gets it down light into the recovery.
Not even a true combo, but that's okay. Actually, maybe it might have been. There's so much time after downlight hits done.
I mean, he was pretty late on that recovery, though.
Let's see. Sidelight comes through, gets the down air. Marckiemoo trying to get that damage back, but the down air is going to dribble him off the ground. Can Ahmed find something else? I'm not sure. Nair hits. Another side air. Goes to the end sig. Oh, the perfect angle. When you get like that sweet spot at the end of the punch, you go straight up. And you don't want that on a stage with a blast zone like this.
Just a big launch upwards. Now basically a full stock behind. Marckiemoo in a lot of trouble here, especially because this is game number 2. Can't let Ahmed go up 2-0 to start off this grand finals.
Yeah, that's been a quick one too. Okay, sidelight, D-light goes for a second D-light. N-light catches him staring over his head. Ahmed not doing any unnecessary jumps. N-light, sidelight, stare. Duke, what's going on?
Dude, his orb is just too dang
so good.
Nice.
Okay, there we go. Sidelight and recovery. We both had to jinx it for Marckiemoo to get the energy to get that double sidelight recovery off the top.
That chase from Marckiemoo got that second gravity cancel sidelight. Suddenly things look impossible, but he's still behind. Nice!
Silent recovery? No
that's a K. Oh, that's where World's End ends up playing a part, and that's what Marckiemoo wanted. That's going to tie things up 1-1.
That's why Markiemoo's home turf is there, and you should ban it. But you know what? He'll be glad for you to bring him back. Those silent recovery reads were destructive. 1-1 now. We've got ourselves a competitive set. I mean, it was going so fast that I thought we were just going to be a 3-0 and over with. Here we go. Back to World's End. All right, he's willing to take the bait.
All right.
Thinks that he can do it.
It did almost work in favor of Ahmed. Like, you saw the orb and sig at the top. You saw the offstage sidelight nair.
One player tried, the other one succeeded.
That's the thing.
And Marckiemoo did it more than once, right? It's like he's so used to being in those situations with the sidelights, carrying Ahmed all the way up to the top. It's been looking great. Sidelight, sider. Oh, Ahmed, he just didn't think that the sidelight was going to hit. So he dropped the true combo, and now he's looking for these nair pokes.
Marckiemoo once again fishing for some recoveries here. Good sent off stage.
Sidelight, Sarah, sidelight, Sarah again. That's enough force. Oof. And just like game number 2, really early first stock. But as we saw before, Marckiemoo could bring it back just like that. So let's see what he does with the scythe. Man, he is doing fantastic with this. The orb's non-stop. I can't. He sticks to his opponent so well, and if he misses, he's got a backup plan for his backup plan. N-light not going to hit. Side air, down air, keeping the pressure on. Marckiemoo trying to fight out.
Okay, the sidelight connects, doesn't hit the ground pound. Ahmed goes real low, but Marckiemoo not able to go to the corner.
He misses the jump range. The weapon throw stops the ground pound. He dodges straight up to avoid the ground pound again, but Marckiemoo still has the, well, I was going to say the lead in damage, but now it's evened up in stocks.
Yeah, he had the position, was able to get that hit, but he's still behind in the damage right now. Where's the weapon spawn on the right side? I think 2 sidelight side airs, and that's another stock taken from Marckiemoo.
Sidelight Sair goes for the down air here. Sair, okay, now we can get the edge guard here. We get the sidelight starter. First side sig of the day, really.
Last stock here for Marckiemoo.
What's it going to be, Marckiemoo? He's got the gauntlets. Sidelights on the table. And if he lets Ahmed, okay, that's scary, but no, not going to quite get it. Nair. What else do we got?
Can he steal it away again? Can he get those sidelight reads?
That's why we're here. There's the first of maybe many. Sidelight could come through again. Going for these nairs and the sidelights. Ahmed, however, is getting the damage lead. Side air comes through. He's got to do this on this stock and the next if he wants to win it. And he has not been winning the neutral game so far. Side sig narrowly avoided, but Ahmed just has a backup plan. Gets the neutral light through.
Neutral light to cover himself. Neutral light on the side of Marckiemoo. Puts him off stage, but recovery in favor of Ahmed. Where's the weapon spawn? Marckiemoo trying to go in unarmed onto him. There's a scythe.
Goes for the recovery. Breakdance, punished. Weapon throw. Gets the jump. Down air, sends him flying. Weapon out toss after the dodge. Marckiemoo has one shot at this.
We'll see if he's on target. How clear is his aim? Because he's got to get the big off
That's
stage.
like the one way you can lose the game if you go up that high. Okay, I'm going to stay grounded. Goes to the pummel. Sidelight nair, sidelight recovery. Goes all the way up, and he doesn't get the read. Ahmed with the reversal at the last second brings it to match point.
He knew exactly what Marckiemoo was fishing for. Moves to the side, turns it around on him, and that's going to be Ahmed up 2-1.
Moment of truth. Back against the wall. Does he stay Mordex? Does he stay Mordex? Oh, we can see it on the screen.
He's thinking about it.
Well, what's he thinking? Moonin. Everyone gets up. We just walk. Lord Vrax. Nash.
Chiro.
We got the stats from the last game.
Yeah,
low damage
lots
games.
of orb on the side of Ahmed, and this is what I've been saying. Like his orb's just insane.
It's on another level. He's showing extensions on it that no other orb player has really shown. I think that I've gotten so used to thinking that orb can only sidelight Sarah repeat forever that I didn't realize how aggressive the weapon can be once you get a hit on an opponent and stay with them on top of them.
He's really, really good at just like staying alongside the opponent as he hits them.
Where is it going to be? What's it going to be, Marky? Oh, I'm so excited for this. Oh, wait, he's actually staying with it. Devil Jin. Okay, so what? Now the question is, was the secret third pick Moonin or Devil Jin? It was Moonin. It was Moonin for sure.
Moonin,
it was Moonin for sure.
Devil Jin. Okay,
So he's bringing out a toothpick. He's bringing out a toothpick. He wants a bow for this, and he's going to keep the gauntlets this time.
Yeah, because the gauntlets have been all right. They've been doing some work. He was able to hold them for 63% of the last game, but I guess he wants a bow. Because I think people think bow is good against orb.
I wish that he stuck with the Moonin. I got to be honest. I wanted to see it like come back and us being like, ha, Moonin. Whoa, wait, Marckiemoo is crazy. Devil Jin's like
he's insane on it.
Devil Jin's it's weird. I think Devil Jin, relatively speaking, is kind of weak in singles because of how much success he's had in doubles. You know, you get the slight adjustments. You don't get to grab as much, but he hasn't seen like the same treatment Kaya has. And that down air weapon throw is just going to snipe the first stock in 30 seconds. The bow's looking good.
Yeah, that's what you want with the bow. Like a lot of times people think about the bow downlight as like the main tool, but really it's the offstage. The Sair and Dare is really good.
It's just you have to be so precise.
Yeah.
Right. You get all of that range for the fact that your hitbox is a pixel wide, basically, compared to a lot of other ranged moves. It's the exchange of not having like a dead zone like Blasters does. Goes for ground pound there.
Risky.
I liked it. I liked it though. It could have been 3 stocks to 1.
I just feel like Marckiemoo maybe isn't used to the bow ground pound speed. Because he's using it like he would a scythe ground pound, but it's a lot slower.
I think it would have caught an orb recovery wake up.
You think?
Yeah, I just think he didn't realize how big of a risk it was when he did it. Because now it's even game, and the bow's gone. And if the bow is for orb, you better find it quick. Sidelight recovery.
There's a
get
dodge
the nair.
down.
Okay, didn't react to it though. Sides it gets punished.
Yeah, a little bit of a risky play there on the side of Marckiemoo. Things still relatively even.
He just
Good dash
side airs
back.
right into him. Ahmed ready to be able to get that. Weapon toss comes through. Here's the bow. Let's see what he's got.
Going high.
Sidelight, side air, just lands right into it. Ahmed's going to be able to get this edge guard here. No.
Ooh, recovery doesn't hit.
I thought it would. Downlight recovery. It's going to send him flying. Marckiemoo just going to stay grounded here. Throws the weapon away. Why is he swapping 4?
Oh, down sig. That's an easy punish. Not enough to KO though.
One last shot on this stock. Okay, orb recovery, gonna go high. Marckiemoo looking for his own jumps. Sidelight side air. Marckiemoo on his tournament stock. If Ahmed gets this, he gets the win. He is going to be the champion of the Autumn Royale.
EU champions. If Ahmed can do this, down heavy, not quite enough to even up the stock count yet.
Can Marckiemoo get the D-light recovery? He's looking for the downlight. He might be fishing a little too hard. He's definitely fishing too hard. That was so much damage from the wake up gravity cancel D-light. Nair will knock out eventually. He could look for it here, but I think he's taking too much damage, Duke.
He's doing so many wake-up downlights. Now he's over to the gauntlets. In position, could go for a gauntlet recovery. Instead, it's a down air.
Spike? No,
nice.
D-light
Yeah, that should do it.
All right, Marckiemoo's got a chance to bring this to Game 5. Deep breath, here we go. Goes over to the gauntlets. I think the gauntlets are on board for Ahmed. I could be wrong. Yeah, they are. So he can hold on to these a little bit longer, but he gets hit by the pummel. Downlight, okay. Neutral light. Or neutral air, doesn't get the dare afterwards. Gauntlet versus Gauntlets goes with the weapon throw pickup. Not going to get anything else afterwards. Neutral light comes through. Ooh, Sair hits.
Dangerous spot here. Gets
neutral light. The Nair reversal. Is that going to be a Duke?
Toss.
He doesn't have a weapon spawn available. He has to switch over the orb. All right, it's sidelight side air time. Can he find it? Oh, Marckiemoo. They're stacked. Okay. He can't get caught by sidelight on the landing here. That's it.
That'll do it. Oh, no.
One last hit.
He's sweating. He can't touch. It's Ahmed to win. EU's got the back-to-back to EU. Monarchs, it's going to be Ahmed as our Autumn Royale champion. What an insane storyline. Coming in here, bottom seed, came in here, had his first top 3 at the Autumn Championship, and now he's the Monarch, beating out the likes of Use, Marckiemoo, Raydish to get here. Crazy.
Absolutely fantastic performance. And a lot of the names that you just said, he lost to in the round robin, came back through the bracket stage and beat all of them to go undefeated in the bracket here. Ahmed is the